Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
We got an action-packed episode, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much to get to, but before we start, I want to remind you to leave a like on the episode, subscribe to the channel, go to the other shows on the Enjoy Basketball Network. We got TW, Pierre, and Drees. We got Small Ball with Kenny Beecham. And today, we have a drop with Big Face Coffee, the Enjoy Basketball brand, collaborated with Jimmy Butler's brand. Super cool stuff. There's a pop-up shop going on in Miami right now. You probably won't have time to make it there, but it is cool. They just sent me videos of like how many people are there already and all of the merch in the spot. So shout out to Big Face Coffee. Shout out to y'all. Hit that QR code, man. Go get you some stuff. It is a very limited drop.
Yeah, I could say myself, the merch is heat.
Thank you.
I was rocking the hoodie like for 2 days straight.
I designed all that myself.
Nice.
No, I didn't.
I was about to say you got some good taste.
I just confirmed the things that I liked and didn't like. I don't have the artistic ability to do anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. When you talk about art, keep me far away from it.
Yeah.
Y'all seen my Pictionary.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
No, I have.
Go to the Enjoy Basketball YouTube channel. We've been dropping videos over there weekly. We just did a Pictionary, and then the latest episode was the 2-on-2 guess the NBA player.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but just enjoy. We got a lot of stuff. Just know we've been working.
Everybody loved my Factor ad.
The Factor ad was the best part of the video, man. It's rare that you get an ad that is that good. That's what we got, man.
I don't even know. It's crazy because originally you were in it, but the way it's edited,
My part got cut. I didn't make it.
I was that good, I guess.
Yeah, my acting wasn't up to par with Darrick, so I got cut out of the film. That's fine. That's fine. It's probably better that way either way. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. Feel good to be back.
Yeah.
I missed y'all.
They said your Mikal Bridges streak is over.
I know. It's unfortunate, but we could get it back going.
Okay.
It's gonna take a minute for you to get back up to it.
Yeah.
No, what was it, one game?
Mikal ain't missed one game since college, before college.
Which is insane. I don't even know how he's still doing it. And he plays for the Knicks, too.
Yeah.
So, like, it's – I thought for sure that streak would have ended this year, but it still hasn't.
It's not too late. You never know. How things be going in Nick land.
You feeling good over there, P?
I'm feeling stupendous. I'm happy to have D Mills back.
Me too.
My boy back in it. It feels empty when it's just three of us.
I seen he had reacted to you when he was sitting in his seat for the linear show.
Yeah, I had to put some greatness in it. Maybe he'll have an all-time episode.
He was playing with your snacks over there, though.
And you know what's funny? There is, like, a snack in here. It just hasn't – it's never – when we got pizza once, they gave us cookies. It fell in a seat. And I just never got it out.
When we first got here.
Yeah,
that was like the very first
it fell in the
So
chair.
you just had that
and
moldy
it's so
cookie
deep,
in
I just never got it out.
Wait, is that like a year? How long ago is that?
Actually, I think I feel it.
Is that
I
from
was
the draft?
joking when I said
told you he got snacks in there.
That looks disgusting,
I
bro.
told you he got
It was
snacks
just-
in there.
It fell, and I never ate it.
Bro,
And
that's insane.
You never
that
got
you
it.
Real life got snacks in your chair, bro.
I was joking, ladies and gentlemen, when I said ranch snacks. I didn't know.
I honestly forgot it was there.
How? Because you just
you
remember
just
very
just like
fast.
that.
When you said he got snacks, I was like, wait,
Nah, it was,
there's-
bro, you should have reached in. Imagine he reached in there without no context and just pulled out a cookie.
They would have thought I planned that. If I
When
just
did
like,
y'all
yes.
get pizza? Like, how long ago was that?
That's what the Mountain Dews over there is.
Yeah,
from.
that's what.
So the draft of last year.
Yes.
That's what it was. The draft.
At least it's in a plastic.
I bet you won't eat it.
I'm good.
How much
Not
you
on
paying
camera.
for?
That's like
how
an
much you paying?
author dare. I would not pay him anything. I would slap it out of his hands before he did it. He got too much to live for to die by a cookie for $26.
Imagine dying for $26. People didn't die for less.
A
though.
lot less, for sure.
They almost seen somebody fight over $3.
Oh,
I almost fight. They was basically there.
Yeah, luckily security got in the way.
You said he's in all-time episode mode or whatever. I went back to watch our over-under episode just to see what was right, what was wrong.
You got a
'Cause,
liner?
I did get a line in the tape yesterday. Because a lot of people been on ass because of the Brooklyn Nets. They've been hooping, and that lets you know who watched the show and who don't. Because the Brooklyn Nets won 3 games. It was like, Darrick, you right. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was like,
I
what?
also, not to discredit him, because that was his take. He stood on it.
And he
It's
locked
right.
it too. And that lock is done.
Perfect.
He won.
I hate those takes because it's like what did they say? They say we got on it. We bullied him or got on his whatever. But it's like the context behind us picking the Nets is that we thought it was going to be completely done.
Right.
We didn't expect Cam Johnson to be on the team anymore. Everybody
we didn't know what to expect from Jordy Fernandez either. I mean,
and everybody
good coach.
in the NBA world at the time projected them to tank because they have the pick this year, but they don't have it next year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was why. I mean, it ain't like it was somebody thought the Celtics was going. Man, you got the Celtics as a top 2 seed. They gonna have a drastic fall. But
Later, I want to talk about the Nets because I'm still confused on what the hell going on. But I went back to watch that episode, and there's a lot of hits in that one. I don't want to spoil it because I'm sure clips every year goes through that. So we're like, hey,
man, spoil it.
we all went over on the Pistons, man. We all went over.
Dang.
I don't think anybody locked it, but we all went over on the Pistons.
Was the reasoning just like they couldn't?
They can't be
It
this
can't
bad.
be any
They
worse.
just couldn't be this. I think my thing was like Monty Williams was awful.
They had to be
And
have a
JB's
low, like the over under had to be
It
low.
was 23 and a half. They
Yeah.
they had that at the break before the break. So shout out.
What was
to
the Nets?
Pistons. It was like
18 and a half.
18 and a half, yeah.
Okay.
18 and a half. And they had that in December, before December, I think, or in the middle of December. So
So
I know I had what was the Celtics one I had?
it was 53 and a half, I want to say.
Okay.
And that was still in play.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in play. But some of our locks were just not great.
They were not great.
We all went over on the 76ers, but who the hell would have guessed this type of season was going to happen?
This is literally the worst season they could have.
Did we go over on the Cavs?
I know I did.
I
did. I
locked
definitely
Cavs
did.
over. I locked Cavs over because that was they missed 87 games of like their starters.
And still won
And
48.
they still won 40-something games.
Yeah.
Like, no way that happens again, and here they are doing great stuff. Either way,
Those though for me, like even that we hit on the Pistons, hit on the Cavs, it don't do nothing for me. It's just a early of the year prediction.
because I went over on like
The Kings.
So when I
King.
miss,
I went over
You went over on the
Kings.
Kings?
Went over
if
on
I
the Kings.
miss, I don't really. It's a prediction. It's
Yeah,
just regular season. Yeah, who knew Paul George, Embiid? Well, let me not say that like it was unthinkable. Somebody probably was like, yeah, these guys.
I
be
took
taking-
the under on the Warriors. I don't remember what it was at, but I feel like
I think it
that's
was
me and
still
KB
in
love
play.
the Warriors.
I think it was 44 and a half.
we thought they was gonna be
I
top
took their
6.
under.
Would they still will
It's
be?
sti- hey,
but we
hey,
thought they were
half
gonna
a
be
game
that
away,
before
baby.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
So
a
shout out to
17
Jimmy.
now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Shout out to Steph. 56 points is ridiculous. And I watched that game because I was going to do a video about Jimmy Butler's fit on the team. Jimmy Butler didn't,
He didn't do
anything.
nothing. Yeah.
It was really just Steph Curry.
It was a good
Steph
game to
Curry,
watch
man.
though because the Magic were actually scoring that game.
They were down by
Paulo
like 12
actually
and
had
a half.
Yeah, Paulo
Yeah.
was doing his thing.
And when Steph was doing this thing at the fourth, making all the threes, they were answering back. Paolo hit a 3, Wendell hit a 3, but Steph was just doing it on his own. And then Draymond and Jimmy, though Jimmy didn't have the scoring or whatever, he only had like 6 points or whatever, they was getting like offensive rebounds and stuff when Steph did miss. And I'm like, this team, I love the energy of this team. That's what Jimmy is about. He going to have his games. He might give you 30. He'll rebound. He'll assist. He'll defend. But like on a game like that where he ain't necessarily scoring and it's a Steph show, he's still finding ways to be impactful. And to have him and Draymond with that mindset, I really, really like them for the postseason.
Yeah, I think in a press conference he said it's crazy to be a part of, and he's like, it makes you just want to get him the ball, and like you just want to do everything you can, and just like make sure you defend on the other end, so that way you just give him a chance to go back on the other end and score.
That's exactly what they did, man.
So like that's a crazy mentality. I love that mentality that he's so selfless that he's like, I'm gonna lock up on this side of the ball just so I can see Steph shoot the ball.
He never had a teammate score 50 when he was on the court before.
That makes sense. I mean, he's always technically been like the best player.
The only player that could have, I guess, is what, Cat?
Joel. He played with Joel.
Oh, yeah,
too.
he
He did play with Joel.
Yeah.
The
that
highest number
team,
was
though, was so stacked with Joel.
46 from who? If you
Ben
had to
Simmons.
What?
Ben dropped 40-something on Gobert.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy was on that team.
Okay, Jimmy went on the
I
team.
think that was a year after. Or
He said his teammate scored he had a teammate score 46.
what, Derrick Rose?
Tyler Hero?
He was on the team when Derrick Rose dropped 50, but he didn't play that game.
Oh.
It was Pau Gasol.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh,
Pau
wow.
Gasol with a 46
All-star
piece.
center year with the Chicago Bulls, right?
Yeah. Him and
Damn.
Marc Gasol, brothers tipping off, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. That was a very nice moment.
Damn, Powell dropped 46 with the Bulls.
I also like the fact that the attention Jimmy can generate. Like when Draymond got the basketball, I think none of the defense really look at him as a threat, which is why he's able to do the fake handoff layups at times. But Jimmy Butler really is somebody that teams are going to pay somewhat attention to.
Yeah.
And that always is going to help Steph. Even with they did the split action. They do the split action with Jimmy and Steph. And it's like Jimmy is a great cutter and finisher, and Steph is always We've been doing it for I don't know how many years. Steph is still going to draw 2 people. So I don't know how people are going to stop that one. I do not know. Because even if you switch it, then you'll have a smaller guy on Jimmy who he can expose in the post. So I really like them when it comes to the playoffs.
That's why I really like when teams run more actions than just kind of like straight up
ISO.
freelancing. Like in Celtics yesterday, and we'll probably talk about them a little bit too, but like they were just matchup hunting the whole game. You know, I felt like eventually you know, some of those shots eventually get really tough compared to having actions that set like literally are meant to get you open, put you at an advantage where a defender is closing out and you have the ability to tag with a triple threat. Like I love those type of things, and I think the teams that still do it, you can see it benefits them a lot.
I like actions too. The Celtics run actions as well.
They do,
but I think they are where the game is at, where it's concepts. So an action is like an action, and if it gets taken away, then it's killed. But when you have the concept, it can go into so many different things. So I think the Warriors do concept stuff too. That's how the split action is. The split action can turn into a lot of different things.
Right.
And I've seen the split action go into another one. And it's like, you know what I mean? That's when the offense is real fun versus like, this is our play. He's going to come off of here and get that, because then if it gets blown up, and it's the NBA, so I would imagine a lot of the quote-unquote actions they have probably
Counters.
2 counters.
yeah.
But I prefer conceptual offenses where, you know, we do that and it can lead into a bunch of different things so the play is never killed. But I do agree with you. The matchup hunting can only – I don't want to say it can only go so far, because the Celtics have done that for games and demolished people. But I get with you. It becomes predictable.
The creative not cleaning the glass. B-Ball Index, I guess he's a big Lakers guy too.
Yeah, Cranges.
He been doing a lot of stuff with the Lakers, and I wish we could get into some of this information for other teams, but you talk about getting into the actions versus freelance. On this current streak that the Lakers have been on, their organized offensive rate, like them running real actions, has gone down a lot, and it's more freelance and like just read and react and defense and like react to the defense and stuff, which makes sense with a Luka-led team. But I wish we could get this type of stats for the other teams. He really just do it for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I would pay money to see what the organized offense is.
It makes
for
sense
random
though
teams.
for the Lakers.
Yeah, LeBron and Luka.
Yeah.
They just play.
They just smart. Yeah. It's too smart.
And they also, I think LeBron said they don't really have a lot of time to practice. So there is no – it's hard to really implement sets on a consistent basis when you can't practice. I didn't know at this point of the season they really weren't practicing.
Yeah, that was a guest we had that said you don't really – Gilbert Arenas said that. You don't really practice that much during the regular season. I'm pretty sure Gilbert Arenas said that on our show when we had him. That's just where the game is going, though. Even, like, Nate Oates, who coaches Alabama, like, that's what he said, that's what they do. It's like the offense is just basically concepts, and you just go out of it because they're mimicking what the NBA is, and you want to be able to have NBA shit when you're recruiting because you want to be able to get your players to the NBA. And he said NBA coaches come and watch them and steal shit from them, too. So that's just kind of where the game is going.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's going to have like a Spurs-type offense where like everyone's moving and it's just constant. Like that, when the Spurs were really like in their prime, that ball would never stick. It would always move. Someone would always be, there would always be a screen. It was just so much movement that everybody was a threat. And now you just saw like a whole different shift in like.
Do y'all remember when Rondo went to the Mavs and he damn near cursed Rick Carlisle out during the game?
Why?
Because Rick Carlisle was trying to call every play down the court, calling a set play, and Rondo was like, "Bro, I'm a point guard. Like I got it.
That's
let
pretty
me
interesting.
Let me play."
Rick has evolved because now they don't do that at all.
Yes, this is where the NBA is going. Yeah, but it's funny. I remember they had like a damn near. The fans will remember. Maverick fans will remember. I can't remember who was against and all that. But yeah, it was like in the actual game. He's like, "Let me do me. Let me be a point guard."
I mean,
He's just so used to not having a coach because Doc Rivers.
Oh, you crazy.
Yeah, I was watching.
If there is one point guard I would allow to sometimes just call the plays, it is Rondo.
That's the only
Bro,
one.
I was watching. I had a college game up just like on the TV. And
Which one was it?
I cannot. It was like a couple.
So he paid zero attention. He can't even tell you.
It was a couple days ago. I mean, sometimes I just be having ESPN up on the TV and it'll pop up or whatever. But it was the end of the shot clock, or like it was basically the coach was trying to call a play. But the commentator had made it noted because the point guard, he didn't look nowhere. Like he knew, he heard the coach, but he wasn't trying to look because he was trying to get in his bag. And I was like, I like those type of, I like those type of things sometimes.
That's the EJ little thing. Coach Bailey be run swirl. EJ, I ain't hear you. And then he ain't got shit. He end up not being able to break his man down the way he want to, or is gapped up, and then he got to dribble back like, what you say? Oh, okay. Hammer.
Let's get into
Drop the
mic.
A new generation of Toyota drivers are here, and they want you to know one thing. You can't stop my drive. Toyota, let's go places. That's always amazing, ain't it?
that grandpa ass said, it's always amazing, ain't it?
Always amazing, man.
You're on thin ice, pal.
Today's Drop the Mic is, has three-point shooting reached its peak in the NBA? Is there another step or evolution of it? And I was trying to think. I think there's a couple ways you can look at it.
Yeah, it's a 4-point line.
I don't know what they added. But I was like, I guess there's some ways you can look at it. So can we see a better shooter than Steph Curry? No. Obviously we can, but like what's the likelihood?
Very low.
Are we going to see like...
What's the terms of better shooting?
Like breaking his records.
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time because obviously the shots go in, but he does it with the ball, without the ball, movement shooting, spot up. There is no flaws to his three-point shooting. While some of the other great three-point shooters, you could say like Klay Thompson's really good at self-creating threes, but that's not his bread and butter. He's more of a catch-and-shoot movement guy. And having the complete package as a shooter, I don't know how many people are going to be able to do that throughout history.
Well, Steph Curry is what? How old is Steph Curry?
35, 36.
35, 36,
So we haven't really seen too much of a Steph Curry era be developed. So in about 10 years, we'll get back to that. Because you got to understand, the kids that grew up on Steph Curry, they not coming into the league yet. Like A.J. DeBonsa, Cooper Flagg, they didn't come up on Steph Curry. They was already...
Because Steph Curry didn't come in as the dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he was, what, year 5 when he made his first All-Star appearance?
Somewhere
so that
around
made him
those
10
lines.
years ago versus 15 years ago. So, yeah, the real Steph Curry disciples ain't here yet. Other than, like, Jerry McCain is a Steph Curry disciple by his own account.
But we have, like, in 10 years, we'll start to hear and see the top high school basketball player will have been... His dad or coach will have developed him with a full landscape of Steph Curry. You might get a Jerry McCain now, but that was way after. So I'm gonna say no.
I feel like no is almost like the only answer because you just never know what could happen. But I feel like shooting is just such a... It's so high level right now, and it's only so much you could do with an actual 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is it?
When did Steph Curry make his first? Steph Curry came in the league in 2009.
2009-10 was his first season.
2009.
His first All-Star was 2014.
So when Steph Curry popped, 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
So yeah, the kids who were, if you were born when Steph Curry came into the league, you would have been 5 when he was an All-Star. And now it's 2000. That was
you around like 15.
You like 15, 16
like
right
15, 16. So I would say give it another 10 years. But Steph Curry is also a guy that's like he's just different. What he does can't be taught. I know shooting seems more teachable than having a 40-inch vertical and being 6'8" like LeBron.
Right.
So that's where you kind of want to say it's a little bit more possible than some of these other freakish things. But yeah, Steph Curry is just different. He's just different. So I'm gonna say no. Obviously, time, and that's why I also was saying like sometimes I don't look at the greatest as like the number. Because of how KB just broke it down. That's what makes him the great. Somebody will probably come in and challenge his records because the way that the NBA is from day one, just to shoot 10 threes a game.
And like I said, you can kind of attack it in different ways, I guess. Like, so one is, I guess, the Steph Curry, can we see somebody better? The other one is just like, I don't know. We see guys launch around 10 plus threes. Does it get to a point where it's like, hey, dude averaging 23s a game in terms of like he's actually just shooting them?
23s now.
Yeah.
I just think the game is so much more to like the mid-range game, the layups, all that stuff will never go away. We're always gonna have to need those shots. So no one's gonna be taking 23s in a game unless they just hot. Like occasionally, dudes will take 23s in a game, but not night-to-night basis.
If you take it 23s in a game, you also probably, if you averaging it, you're probably not that good. It's the only thing you're doing. Because somebody like Steph Curry, after a while,
they gonna run you off
the line, and then you're gonna go and
you'll get your 7-8 attempts at the rim.
He'll get mid range. He'll go to the rim, get to the line. If you just like, no, it's the only thing I can do. They run me off the line. I still got to take a 3.
Yeah,
then you probably just not that good.
And they understand the NBA to where if you are taking 23s, they're gonna take it away. So
Steph Curry is also a God-fearing man, which means God bless him and a lot. How many guys, even if they could shoot like Steph, will be in a Warrior system perfectly? Like it. I'm not here to say that it made the system made Curry, but it definitely was like a match made in heaven. Like it was picture perfect. So it's like even if we get another Steph Curry, hypothetically, which I don't think we will they go to a team where the Draymond Green and a Klay Thompson and a Warriors type style? It's just so perfect. Whereas like I don't know if you get that twice. The next Steph Curry may play with damn near. Magic type spacing, and then it's just like he's not.
The next Steph Curry might be Jet Howard for all we know.
No, Jet Howard can shoot the ball.
No, he made it 3 yesterday and he was dancing. I'm like, shut up. Oh, that was against the Warriors.
Yeah, it was in the corner.
Yeah,
he was in it.
The craziest thing about Steph Curry, his first 3 years of his career, he averaged 4 threes, 4 threes, and 4 threes per game. Attempted, not made, just attempted.
Then when it skyrocketed up to like 9,
it went to 7, then 8, then 8, then 11, and they ain't really been away from 11 since then. So just imagine
if he started shooting.
But again, he was in the middle of eras.
Yeah.
Yep. He's literally the guy that changed it.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Is the NBA 3-point shooting at its peak? I would probably say yeah. Even like yesterday, I was watching the Cavs versus the Celtics. And Isaac Okoro in the second half, like, took like what was that, the first half?
No. That was the second half, because I think...
He took that 3 and Doris Burke said something?
Yes, that was second half right there. That was second half.
People are starting to take note of that type of shit, which is always my argument. I'm fine with 3-point shooting when it's Steph, Klay, the 40% shooters, but we get into a point where those shots are happening, and now it's like enough is enough. I don't want to turn on my TV.
It's beautiful when they make them, but when they miss, and it's like, why are you taking
he's a
that
40%
shot?
3-point shooter based on 2 years in a row.
Jared Vanderbilt was hitting them yesterday, but most of the time I'm like, why the hell is you taking those shots?
Yeah, he ain't shooting 11. But it was funny to hear Doris Burke on ass though. Like, what is that shot? It's 14 seconds in the clock.
He's going left to right.
He's doing this, and I'm like, oh, okay, Doris.
She just said that's not your shot.
And it's she made a good point though. It's a very tough. He's going like. He's going left to right. That's too tough of a shot for a guy he's shooting 40 on what, 2 attempts?
Mm-hmm. And she was like, you're in the game to get stops. I'm like, damn, Doris.
Damn. She got on the ass of Donovan
Mitchell. Got a parlay.
Donovan Mitchell at the end of the third, I think, or it was the fourth. He took a deep ass heat check 3. And she was just like he just could have got a better shot. And Donovan Mitchell ran down the court like tapping his head too, like my fault. But it's just like,
he did have it going though.
He did.
Yeah,
They had at the end of the third quarter, it was a lineup where it was him, Morrell, Merrill, Mobley, Jerome, and Hunter. I think they didn't miss a shot.
Hey,
they had like 7 possessions and scored like 15 points.
And that fourth quarter, Evan Mobley came to life.
Yes.
Shout out to bro. Yes. Donovan Mitchell just needed someone else to just give them some extra punch. And in that fourth quarter, Evan Mobley hit 2 threes.
He was on the glass.
He was on the glass. He was hitting mid. He was on a little bit of everything. And I was like, thank you. That boy, he came at the. Yeah. He literally came to life at the right time.
He came at the right time.
No, he came to life at the right time.
But yeah, they scored 12 points in 5 possessions, and that was really a lot of Donovan Mitchell. But, I hope we get that series. Obviously,
that game was incredible.
Yeah, that game was crazy. I would love to see it at fully health too.
Our playback stream, and we was just looking at the score, like, damn, it's 25-3, and then you see the clip of Jayson Tatum saying, "Get their ass out of here." And then the Cavs went on this run, and then we looked up, we like, man, the Cavs back in this game. It's a 4-point.
Hey, they was hunting too.
Yeah, no. Hey, it was kind of. You talking about the Cavs or the Celtics?
They both was hunting, but the Cavs hunted Sam Hauser.
Yeah, they did. It was kind of crazy.
Garland had that boy tap dancing.
He did.
It was kind of crazy to see Tatum sometimes hunting Evan Mobley, and I was like,
he had one possession where he walked right past Evan Mobley.
He walked right past Jared Allen too.
And he also had a possession where one time he went through Evan Mobley's chest and went up with the right on the left. I was like, damn. Evan Mobley. I know he's an elite defender. I did not think that Tatum would be like, I want him. I want that matchup.
At least they got the win.
Tatum was out there on that type of time where it's like, y'all bring anybody, actually. I'm hunting for Ty Jerome up here. I'm going to get him right here at the top of the key post shit.
I feel like he didn't get enough touches down the stretch, though.
Well, he didn't score the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Right, Jaylen Brown.
He had one block.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
That was the block.
Yeah, and then Jaylen Brown had one more bucket with like 3:50 or 3-something left.
Derrick White also
no. DeAndre Hunter blocked the Tatum corner.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's when the air ball. Yeah.
Surely did, yeah. Hey, shout out to DeAndre Hunter, too, man. Game
changer. He gave him some good minutes.
Is he still shooting 50% from 3 since he switched over?
Let's see.
Because he was spazzing the first couple of weeks.
I'm glad that his role switched, but his efficiency stayed.
They put him in a lineup. Starting lineup is like, he probably feel more comfortable off the bench, and then went him back to.
But
the
they
bench
only
role.
they gave him one game as a starter, right?
It's like, this ain't.
He ain't shooting 50% from 3. He's shooting 60.
Oh
shit! Hey,
DeAndre Hunter.
Shout out to DeAndre Hunter,
start guarding
man.
him like James Harden.
It was such a great game, and the atmosphere. I love, and this happened, I guess, in college more. When a big shot happened and it goes quiet in the whole arena because it's on the road, I love that type of shit. When Darius Garland hit that shot, it was.
Peyton Pritchard had hit a 3 for the Celtics, and the arena started to get going. Donovan Mitchell hit a big top of the 3, and it just got silent. I'm like,
Peyton Pritchard is so hit or miss, man. Sometimes he's virtually unplayable. Yesterday, it felt like he was unplayable.
He was just out.
I mean, their whole bench was down there garbage.
Yeah,
they didn't, and it's kind of. I mean, they'd miss Drew Holiday and Porzingis, so. But you would expect their bench to still give them something.
Give them something. They was running with Drew Peterson and Sam Hauser and Luke Cornett. Who else was on the court?
This is
the four white.
We was trying to make all white lineups for teams.
You know who could do it?
Don't do that.
No, we was just seeing who has the players.
Don't
do that. The Bulls have it. I think
we made one with the
Bulls.
Bulls.
Have 5 white
Kevin
players.
Herter, Zach Collins, Modest. Modest gonna probably be like, I ain't white.
It was
Josh Giddey and
Vooch.
That team sounds so weak.
It's very weak. Very weak.
I think we made one for the Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers can do it. Luka, Reeves, Dalton Connect.
I don't know if we got
Alex Lynn.
I think we were missing that 5th one.
But no,
Jackson Hayes.
Oh. I thought they had another.
I don't know. He the Lakers fans. They're another white guy on the roster.
Right. What the hell?
Oh, boy.
I could have swore it was.
Well, you know, he was playing marvels with me during that Lakers game.
He was.
So he
Luka, Reeves.
Maxi Cleve was on the team. Boom.
Maxi Kleber, Alex Lynn, and Connect. That's actually a 5.
We had that other big white guy, but we cut him.
What other big white guy?
I forget it.
Oh, Castleton.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I knew they had one.
I was high on Castleton, too.
Shout out to
coming out of Florida, man.
All right, let's get into some stuff that happened.
Let me not say high. I liked him. I feel like
you did say he's the next Dwight.
See what I'm saying? That's what people think
he was Dwight with a jumper.
Hey, y'all know that there's some goofy shit. People at home.
Let's get away from actual basketball and start talking about NBA Twitter beefs.
Hey,
Anthony Edwards over All-Star Weekend was asked about being the face of the league, and he basically said, "Nah, I don't really want to be the face of the league." He said Wemby has that. LeBron James is asked. He said, "Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover our game and talk about our game on the day-to-day basis talk shit on everybody?" And it's a longer clip, so he gives into him a little bit more. Stephen A. Smith quotes this. He says, "I got a lot to say." He goes on First Take, and for 5 minutes, didn't really say anything.
No, he didn't.
And then LeBron put out a three-tweet heater.
Yeah.
And it's unexpected. But this is what the conversation around hoops has been for the last week or so. Hell, I dropped the video at the beginning of it all, basically saying the same shit, that like there's not a lot of people who cover the sport that actually wants to talk positively about the good things happening. But it's more like the league is on fire. Here's why. And I understand it because negativity gets clicks. Mm-hmm. Negativity is going to get people to view it. But I also think that can't be the only way we cover our sport, thinking statistically. At the end of the day, this show doesn't exist if y'all don't click the show, right? Obviously, we need our numbers, but also you have to have a balance there, and that's always been my opinion. And we started Enjoy Basketball for that reason, because we want to be that balance. And LeBron basically told us he want to be a 5th member of the show because he want people to enjoy basketball, dog.
Yeah, I would love that. But I think he also.
No, you wouldn't, boy. If LeBron came here, you and Mike, boy, y'all salaries got to go to him.
Nah, he got it. He gonna come on pro bono.
Shit, you better pay us.
He got it.
Billionaire?
He said he got it. My type of guy. That's a great answer.
LeBron pretty much said it has to be a balance too. Like, he's not saying we should never criticize players for not playing good, but we also have to do it in a light to where it's not damaging to the player. And I think that there's not the media sometimes they cross that line sometimes to where it is damn near disrespectful, some of the things that they can say about a player, and they do it on these big platforms. And I think that's where it's like, okay, let's pump the brakes. Like, he played bad, but you ain't have to throw him under. You ain't have to do him like that.
I think one of the biggest negative things that's happened in sports media was the start of debate shows.
Yeah.
Because it stopped being about the actual debate. And how many times have you tuned into a debate and somebody said, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I got to get further into this. So Jordan versus Bron. Well, Bron can't be the GOAT because he never cut his hair.
Yeah.
Like, it gets so ridiculous that winning the argument becomes the number one priority.
It becomes like it's take-based, and also they die on that hill. And it's like, how can you have a take to where you willing to die on it? Like, you stand by it so much. You have so much passion behind that take that I'm gonna stand on it, and I'm gonna just dig up more stuff.
Needing to be right is having that level of ego.
Yeah.
And it's not just a sports thing. This is all over the world. Having that level of ego is so nasty. We're like, we know people, and I'm not gonna call no shots, that it will give a take on their show and then hate watch to make sure that their take is correct. The Lakers can't do this. Damn it. Now you watching like, oh, I hope Luka don't hit this next three. I hope he don't hit this next three because I told y'all that Lakers not gonna go on a run.
That's not a good way to watch at all.
It's impossible, bro.
I genuinely just watch the games for the joy of watching the game.
Yeah. And being wrong when you do this is inevitable. We just talked about your take about the Brooklyn Nets, an amazing one. But we also like, damn, I took the Kings over. That shit was crazy.
But it's literally nothing attached to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna be going in on somebody because they took the under on the Nets. You know, and that was for the majority. Everybody was really thinking like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a sad time, man. It's actually draining that we have these conversations. I don't know. Janae
Janae Ogumake
on First Take, she said the perfect thing, which is basically the same thing y'all were saying. She was saying you have a job to do where you have to entertain, but you also have to give analysis. That's a part of the job, is to analyze what's going on around the league. And even Stephen A. I never got a chance to follow up with his response to that, but I remember him saying, I got something for that when we come back. But it's just like, what is the response to that? I wish I would have went and got to see it, but it's like, also with the media, what we have to do, and I'm including myself, is like, you want to criticize players all the time and be able to say whatever you want, but then the media don't want to get criticized either. It's like, sometimes you got to be able to listen to what they saying and listen to what the people saying and take that proper feedback because, I agree. It's supposed to be a balance. Criticism comes with the game. I don't think no player doesn't understand that. But when it feels like cherry-picked criticism, and then it's also like contradictions. So this face of the NBA shit, right? I was on Twitter talking about it for a very small time because it's just not a conversation for Twitter, in my opinion. But it's like they want the face of the NBA to win, right? You gotta be winning. But then you have somebody that's winning and doing everything like Jayson Tatum, but then they'll say, like Colin Cowherd said that dumbass shit when he was talking about the grin and all of that.
Did you see that clip? Close your eyes. I can't, you got sunglasses on. Imagine Michael Jordan. What comes to mind? What do you see when I say imagine Michael Jordan?
I see a grin.
Cocky grin. Cocky.
I remember the quote. I just don't remember it all the way.
So it's like we put in all of these things, and Colin Cowherd he's done this thing for years. He's good at what he does, but like that's the point where it's like we going too far. The game is always about the game in itself. All of this extra entertainment shit that they overselling and overhyping is a very small portion of it. The game is supposed to entertain you. I don't need to see Jayson Tatum don't have to hit a side step three and do a backflip for me to be like, oh, that's his shit, the backflip. I close my eyes and I see a backflip. I actually feel like Jordan would be offended if he heard Colin Cowherd say that when he closed his eyes, he think about his grin. No, I dominated the NBA. That's what you need to think of when you hear my name and you close your eyes. Me going 6-0 in the finals. Nobody in that era was able to really win like they should have.
10-time scoring champ.
Guys like Karl Malone, great teams. They ain't got no rings because of me. That's what you think of. You don't think of no damn grin. Is you shitting me?
Averaging 38 before the 3-point.
What are we talking about? And you talking about a grin?
Now, who am I picturing now?
You picturing Kay Cunningham. What do you see?
That line that you was talking about yesterday.
I see them eyes.
Look, he is crazy. Doubling down on Kay Cunningham.
You only get the joke if he was in the playback.
It's all contradictions, though. Because a player win, and then it's like, oh, he ain't got this.
Well, they do that to Tatum all the time.
And then he got this, but then he ain't winning. And it's just like, man, come on, bro.
Is Tatum the most disrespected player of our generation?
It's too early to say. He's only 26.
But I still think at 26, he's one of the most accomplished 26-year-olds.
He's definitely one of the most accomplished 26-year-olds.
And like I still feel like he doesn't get the love, or he's not even like perceived as like the face of the NBA.
This is actually insane because he had that Washington Post interview.
Yeah.
And then Giannis had an interview with Yahoo Sports where he also said he feels unappreciated. And it's like we have two what's Jayson Tatum? A top 7 player, top 6 player in basketball? We have two top 6, top 7 players in ball that are saying publicly that they feel underappreciated. And I was having this conversation with my producer, Gregg, and I don't know if that's like, some of that can be like you always need some type of chip on your shoulder to continue to go. But also Giannis was like, I feel like have been the most consistent player other than me missing the playoffs, but because of injury, but the most consistent player over the last 5 years. And I, at 30, have to recognize that I probably will never win an MVP again. And I read that, I was like, he probably won't win an MVP again. Because even this year, when he's having a phenomenal season, it's a 2-man race right now.
Yeah.
It's a 2-man race. And last year was a 3-man race, and he was on number 4. So it's like, I don't know if that's something that we're doing as media that make these players feel unappreciated, or is that the chip on their own shoulder to continue to get better? Giannis now is a jump shooter, long 2-point guy. Maybe he don't get that if he don't feel underappreciated. What do y'all think?
I think that's more so the chip on their shoulder. I mean, again, these dudes are averaging like 30 points, like double-doubles, playmaker for the team. Like, they're doing so much. I can understand why a dude of Giannis' magnitude is feeling like that after not being an MVP for multiple years straight.
I don't understand how you feel like that. He got the awards when he got them, they were his. They was his. He was on top of the world. He won a championship. I see a lot of people around the league wearing his shoe. He had a book written about him. Everybody loves Giannis Antetokounmpo, but the Bucks made the trade for Dame. They haven't been the team people expected. They still have a chance because they have him and they have Dame, but let's be honest, they haven't been the team. They fired their coach midway through a season. Giannis, when the last time Giannis been in the playoff series?
2022.
Like 2 years ago, doesn't it feel like?
2022.
And he was halfway in that one.
Yeah.
Was that 2023?
When Jimmy
that was
Butler
the Jimmy.
Went on a run?
Yeah, that's
2023.
No, Giannis missed 2 playoff series. I mean, the last 2 playoffs, which was 24 and 23. So 22. Wait, or was the 23? Because
he played in 2 of those games with the Jimmy Butler.
Or he may have played in more than 2.
How many it was? I just remember they lost all of them.
He missed he missed like half of that series.
So playoff series, his last one is 2023, the losing to Miami.
Okay.
He played 3 games.
Okay, so before that, what was it?
He played the year before that, 7-game series against Boston that they lost.
And he played all 7.
He played all 7.
Right, so the last time he gave us a full playoff performance to be able to visualize was that 2022. So it's like that. You're not around in the biggest stage. When you are, everybody loves you. And everybody still loves Giannis. I don't really Jayson Tatum is the guy that I more so see unappreciated because he feels like he's 26, been on the best team for years now, won a championship, been to 2 championship appearances, been in the Eastern Conference Finals for like majority of his NBA career, and he ain't never sniffed MVP.
Well, last year was so bad for him.
When's the closest he ever won an MVP?
Last year
he finished 5th.
Last year he had a bad narrative on him, like really bad.
I also think a lot of players couldn't have dealt with the stuff that Tatum dealt with coming in as a rookie. Like he came in on a team that was competing at a high level, and they were going to conference finals, and he continued to take steps and getting better as the team and everybody left. He still continued to evolve and become the superstar that he is today, and I don't think a lot of players could have handled that as a rookie coming in at that early. Like, that's a lot to put on a rookie's plate earlier on.
The biggest knock is just that, his teams have been good. But I don't understand that because we cry about players when they decide to switch teams because nobody's building around them. And now we have a young player on a good team. And it's not like he's existing on that young team.
Yeah, he's actually a reason why they've been good for so long.
Man, he's been leading them in scoring in every series damn near since he got to the team. He doesn't just exist on – it doesn't make sense to me. And then that makes me more of a Tatum – I'm not a Tatum fan. I enjoy watching him play. But shit like that pisses me off. It's like you can't win. You can't win because you can literally win in like, well, he shot this in the finals, which is a valid criticism because he did not shoot the ball well. But I also think that motherfuckers just don't be watching basketball.
They just looked at the stats. They didn't actually watch Tatum in the finals to know how much he impacted the game.
Because that criticism was warranted. But again, he was doing a lot more than just shooting the ball. He was playing amazing defense. He was damn near averaging 10 boards a game.
He'd been a point guard through the entire playoffs.
It was a big reason why Dallas. The reason Dallas got to the finals, all the lobs they was throwing, Tatum was doing a great job of preventing a lot of that from happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, people also don't. It's a lot of people that like be in it and don't play. That haven't played basketball either. Which it ain't a necessity. But I feel like when you play it, you have a little bit more understanding of like when a player don't shoot their greatest. It ain't the biggest knock on me. That's such the obvious thing. Oh man, he shot 3 of 11. Duh. Everybody sees that. But it's the other shit that comes with it. It's the context behind why he shoot 3 of 11. It's a very hard job to be the guy operating off the top of the key, everything gapped up, focus on you. You see in bodies. It's very hard to deliver, but a lot of guys still are like Tatum. Don't shy away from it, and it allows things to be opened up. And I think that's why the #1 option thing in the NBA is such a tough job because we have so many efficiency polices. But it does so much to your team, making them or missing them, being aggressive. It opens up so much. If I'm a guy and we running and teams are shading me in a men's run, and I'm like, oh, I ain't shooting today because I don't want to be inefficient. It's going to be too tough for me to it clogs everything up. But if I'm showing and I'm still willing to shoot that, it's going to open up things for you. It'll open up things for you. It'll open up things for him. And in the NBA, that goes such a long way when you have a talented team like Boston. It's more selfish to me when guys are missing shots and they like shy away from it. Like, oh, I had a tough first half, so the second half I'm gonna be
I think about
passive.
that with like 3-point shooters, and sometimes you might see them take really tough ones, even if it's like a guy in their face or somebody really closing out. And it's like sometimes you got to take those because
that's my job.
That's your job, and honestly, for you, those are good looks because you're not gonna get them open shots most of the time.
Like imagine if last night Donovan Mitchell got shied away from the Celtics coming out that aggressive and. He like stepped away from being Donovan Mitchell and he wasn't being aggressive and taking shots. They would have never made that comeback and they would have got embarrassed on national television. And then everybody would have questioned whether or not they are they really a team in the East that we should think about coming out, or like that would have been a real conversation that would have happened. But no, Donovan Mitchell, he stayed Donovan Mitchell and he kept his team poised and he dropped 40-something points. And he carried his team to beat the reigning champions.
What a life Donovan Mitchell has, by the way.
What a life.
Probably talking about Coco Jones and scoring 40. And, you know what Coco Jones is?
They used to say I used to look like Donovan Mitchell.
They used to say that's stupid. Well, you did when he had that baby face. Before he was in them Skims ads.
I agree with y'all, though. It's just very tough. Everything is a contradiction. Hey, the last episode of Teed Up, I just talked about things I enjoyed. I wanted to be positive. And so the team put out like a Instagram post of like, I'm giving guys their flowers. And they like said, they used the word leap or whatever, which I wasn't saying everybody took a leap, but who really cared? It was just about giving flowers. And it was so crazy to see some of the comments. And it's just like, that is why the game is the way it is. In a post or in an episode where I said at the time, it's just being positive. Because of all of the conversation, we just going to show love, be positive. I gave Diana Taurasi her flowers for like the first 10 minutes because her resume is just too long to gloss over. Then we started to show love around just different things I'm liking. And one of it was all of the players who was taking advantage of opportunities and like having really good years. Man, there was a dude in the comments. He said some shit like this is super crazy, like hating, like you going out your way. A lot of these dudes ain't even really get better. They just get more minutes. I said, hey, bro, I'm just trying to be positive, man. Like, damn, bro. Like, damn.
That is kind of crazy.
That's really just hate.
I'm
right
like,
there.
damn.
That's not even no. analysis or nothing like that.
You can't even just give fly.
You can't even prove that's the case. He ain't get better. He just
And
got
it's
more
stupid
minutes.
because in order to get more
They didn't do
minutes,
shit but step back.
in order to get more minutes, a lot of times you essentially got to prove it and earn those minutes. Minutes aren't just given in the NBA unless like the whole starting five is hurt and coaches got no other reason but to play you.
Shout out Kelly.
That was
Last time we
another
seen
dude.
somebody just getting minutes is when it was COVID and they would just sign it.
Just
Yeah,
sign it.
that was like just giving
Didn't your
minutes.
phone ring?
Yeah.
There was another dude. It was like Norman Powell. I mean, you don't have leaps at 32. You have career years, and that's why I was like, bro, whatever you want to call it, Norman Powell. So I'm just giving flowers.
What's the
bro.
difference?
That's he really is just playing jackass.
I'm just giving flowers.
That's
bro.
really what
And
that is.
I hope there is some type of change. Not even a change, but just like people realize what's going on and try to take a turn for it because it's so many people trying to get into NBA media and NBA type jobs and cover this and for teams and all that. They're like, all they're seeing now is what we kind of have.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, good.
everybody
Make my
is.
job a lot secure because y'all ain't getting to them. I'm telling you, you're not sitting down. Hey, I be talking to people, man. Before I do my interviews, when they setting the shit up, I be talking. Hey, man, y'all gonna be gated out. You're gonna be in your basement on some DJ academic shit talking about the NBA. So build up that YouTube platform, but you ain't getting the credential. You ain't gonna be in no damn media scrums. Players,
But even the YouTube thing, I think more people are starting to realize that like that negativity shit only goes so far. Like, it really just only goes so far, dog.
oh man.
You can talk shit. How many times can you talk shit about a specific player before your audience is like, oh, okay?
Yeah.
And like you said, with the hate watching, it's so disingenuous or genuine that it's just like people always want real, genuine shit, bro. And if it's like people knowing you watching some shit, hoping that it fail, it just be crazy, man. And I got homies that do that shit. I've told some of my homies, like, bro, that what do they call it? Oh man, what's the word people use? My homie Joel and I'll be saying agenda. People be saying die on the hill. Narrative
pushing.
shit, like, bro, that dying on the hill, that man, you gonna have yourself looking crazy.
For real. Because it'd be the stupidest thing to die about. Just be the stupidest thing to die on.
But
the
I
hill
see
about.
that shit more on Twitter than like actual
For sure.
podcasts.
For sure.
That's some Twitter shit where it's like, people. It's so bad. People go on Twitter and say shit like this: Steph ain't a top 5 point guard. Changed my mind. That's the space that we in where it's like I know I'm saying some goofy shit, but this is how I can interact. We see HOH. They having debates where it's like Steph Curry ain't the greatest shooter. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Shout out to my HOH people, but it's just an example of like.
Or it'd be like, timeline sleep. Let me say some goofy ass stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully we seeing some change. I think players talking out about it, specifically the biggest player in the world talking about it. I don't think it's gonna shift too much.
You know
It ain't
my
like,
stance.
You know what I'm saying?
Players ain't got to say shit. I'm not going to say too much either. I'm going to enjoy the game. I'm having fun. It changed my life. We travel the world. I got a career. I pay my bills. Get to meet people. We sat down with people that I grew up watching. Like Gilbert Arenas. I used to go watch Gilbert Arenas play the Bulls in the playoffs, and I'd go into the park, act like I'm Gilbert, and then we just chatting with him.
That's why
Life changing.
Again, our show is so good though, because I feel like us up here, we just look at the game a lot differently from like a lot of other media companies and stuff like that.
That's my stance. I said that for years. Gatekeep the shit that you love, because they gonna come in, infiltrate it, and they gonna try to suck the fun out of it, man. They gonna try to suck everything up out of you. And we want to keep the game elevated at a high place.
You said they was gonna do what again?
Gatekeep. They try to suck the fun out. I know you 12, but they gonna try to suck the fun out. Look at here. They gonna tell you what?
Let's get into two people that will not be returning this season. Joel Embiid has officially been ruled out for the year. It's been rumored for a little
We
bit
should
of
have
time.
Philly should be having a parade.
They did have a parade. They won a Super Bowl like
I'm
3
talking
weeks
for
ago.
that.
Oh, okay.
Let that man rest, man.
Yeah.
Let him rest. Get that pick. The
There
Raptor.
was
Oh,
no
the
reason
Raptors.
to play him anymore.
Let me see. Tankathon. The worst thing that can happen though is them losing that pick, which is still an opportunity.
Well, it's insane that it would just go to the Thunder.
Yeah.
The rich just keep getting richer.
Keep getting.
I
richer,
love
man.
it because they got it out the mud. It ain't like your team. I'm just
We
joking.
did get it out
I'm
the
just
mud.
joking.
Next one, Gregg Popovich addressed the team for the first time since suffering a stroke to update them on his recovery and inform them that he is not returning this season, hoping that next year he will be back.
Hopefully
good,
next,
man.
next
Need to
year he's
rest.
back.
Don't
Take
need
his
to
time to
rush.
keep
He
recovering.
said, when be out, so am I. Ain't no need for me to rush back.
Yeah. I hope he does end up coming back.
Yeah,
soon.
I want to see him back on the
Even
sideline.
if it is
floating.
like a one game like final send off. He's just been in our lives forever, dog. Like literally our whole lives he's been in the
He's
NBA
been coaching.
and so much success. And yeah, so it's a weird time as a Spurs fan. You recognize you got one of the best players in the world and a generational talent, but this season is not finishing the way you wanted to. All-time coach has a medical emergency. Then your best player has a medical emergency, and the guy you traded for is probably going to have a surgery on his hand. It's not perfect, but that can all change next year.
Yeah, I think you got to just look at the fact that it's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
It's a
and
good
next season, we come back, decks fully loaded. Now we can really compete in this Western Conference.
2 lottery picks.
Eastern Conference.
That's the Western Conference.
I thought we were still talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. We talking about the
We
Spurs.
talking about the Spurs.
That's a good point, Darrick. I also think that that's the issue, not in the space, the media space, or anything, but like in the NBA world, where it's like this instant gratification thing. Like when you make a move to sign Paul George, or you invest that much into a team, I think you got to start having plans. You got to have a 2-year, 3-year plan as a GM or as an organization for these unexpected turbulence type of things, so where things get a little shaky. But you don't panic. Just like the Pelicans. Like I was watching, I'll be watching the Pelicans, even though they're not that good, because Zion moving so well and he's not playing back to back. They kind of just doing what they do. But I watched them the other day and I'm like, bro, the Pelicans can easily have a Grizzlies type year where next year they a really good team. You know what I mean? There's no need to panic or it's very unfortunate you had all those injuries, but I just feel like a lot of teams, they don't have to panic. Now Phoenix, on the other hand, they got some things that they got to do. But I look at a few teams and I'm like, man, unfortunate year for sure. But if you take the L now, you'll set yourself up for a really good bounce back year. That was the only disappointing thing about Philly. I think they had all of the signs in the world early on to say, you know what, it's gonna be tough to tell our fan base this. But you know what? We're going to bite the bullet. We're going to take our L early, and we're going to have a bounce-back year next year.
Are you sure that's what they're doing?
Who?
Philly, that they're biting the bullet this year? Because Paul George said he still competed for championships. That's why he shut down his podcast.
Well,
you know what's crazy?
Regardless of the bullshit he say, I was hesitant to say that because I still feel like they played Embiid too much. They could have.
Yeah.
I think
Paul George
part of
is
that
crazy
reason
as hell,
too.
by the way.
I don't really.
I don't understand how you. What are we, like 50 games into the
50
season?
some games in.
And now you say it's time to lock you in for the playoffs?
This has been like embarrassing.
I don't
season.
understand.
Can you tell who his brother is?
I just don't even.
I see it, but Cam. Yeah.
Cam Thomas?
Cam
No.
Johnson.
Oh, Cam Johnson. Oh, damn, they do look alike. That's crazy.
Shout out to Paul George, though.
No,
That
no.
podcast will be back
No.
November 15th when the season is over. Last game of the season.
Kyrie is my favorite player, but I still love Paul George. I just don't understand why he just feel the need to just say like I don't know. I don't know, man. Paul George's
He
career
just be
is-
saying shit.
His career is gonna be very, like looking back on it's gonna be very interesting, because his explosion on the scene was so crazy.
Hall of Famer?
But then I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But no, I do feel like that, P. And I think
He's
it's gonna
now
be,
part of two of the biggest like what ifs.
I don't know. I think
The
it's gonna be
70s. Well, it depends on what the 76ers do next year.
for us. It's gonna be a little different. But like going forward and people looking back on his career, they not gonna realize how great Paul George was. Like especially when he burst on the scene and he had his like MVP type run. Like this dude was one of the very few guys that was literally 6'9" with a guard handle.
He was playing like how Jayson Tatum plays today.
Yeah.
And it's just like people really not gonna remember that as much as we keep going.
We talking Tracy McGrady-esque Tatum.
And if you think about it, he was kind of doing similar shit to what Tatum. He was going toe to toe with Bron in the conference finals. Like that's like they literally have similar trajectories that they were doing damn near the same stuff.
And coming back from that big ass injury,
That was big.
Yeah.
Too.
and still
I
having a
really,
successful
as a
career.
Paul George fan, he bounced back from that very greatly. But if that didn't happen, I was looking at him going to get that MVP. I thought he would have an MVP. I thought he was going to be challenging Durant. But yeah, the injury ended up happening.
Was he top 3 in DPOY that year too? That
Was
one
he?
OKC
The
year.
year.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought you meant with the Pacers.
What a forgotten. That might
Nah,
be
'cause I-
forgotten in history when you think about
It
it.
will be.
Didn't
That's
he
kinda
only
trash.
play like 6 games with the Pacers that previous year?
No,
Didn't he
I'm talking- yeah, because of the injury.
Yeah, he came back like the last few games.
Yeah, and he had the headband. That's when he switched to 13, too.
Yeah.
That was the first thing he was
I'm
wearing
happy he
that
finally took my advice on that.
But yeah.
Oh, that was your advice?
Yeah, I DM'd him a couple times every year.
No, that was Mason who DM'd him that.
Last bit of news.
Shout out to PG, though, man.
Brian Woodhorse, the Phoenix Suns will trade Kevin Durant this offseason. Durant on the possibility of being traded. Whatever team gets me, no, I'm going to make a difference. I'm still in my prime.
He was funny.
It's inevitable.
He also was funny because he said that's not a deal that you do in mid-season.
He said
not.
he didn't feel like moving. It had nothing
Which
to
is
do
a
with
respectable
Draymond
thing. It's
or
a respectable
anything.
thing.
My dad kept asking me like about KD and like shutting this shit down, and I was like, and I felt this way when the Lakers first got LeBron, even though it looked like LeBron's super comfortable. Some of them players are too smart to just let a team rush and trade them. It's just way more better to do it in the offseason. That's what Kevin Durant literally said. So I'm like, I did feel like maybe he ain't like Draymond, but I also knew it's like it don't make sense.
Yeah, he also probably wanted to look at the landscape of the league
Exactly.
in all season and see exactly where he would like to be. And I guess essentially he does have the power to say where he wants to go. And the Phoenix Suns are probably going to respect it.
What do y'all want to see
Which-
him at?
Where do I want to see him?
Yeah.
Probably
I don't
Houston.
know.
Houston is
Okay.
probably like the one. Houston and Dallas, I'm one of my 2 top intriguing
How did they get him in
locations.
Dallas? you think?
Houston getting deep book. OKC getting
You don't have to give up a
KD
bunch
back.
of bodies.
In
DJ
Dallas,
Washington.
Klay Thompson, obviously.
Yeah.
Houston, they do have the Jalen Green contract, essentially, to where they wouldn't have to upload a lot of bodies. And honestly, I think that's a more intriguing piece for the Phoenix Suns.
I think they would try to do that deal with keeping Jalen Green.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You're doing that trade and you're giving them so much draft capital. You
Giving
don't
them their
wanna
own
butcher
picks
the
back.
team. Yeah.
But you need to have a big contract.
Yeah, you need
Fred
that.
VanVleet
Fred
has a
VanVleet.
team option for $40 million.
Oh.
If I'm the Suns, I'm not just gonna take $40 million on Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, when you got Brad Beal.
Yeah, because then you're back in the pigeonhole where you can't do anything.
I would for them picks. Because I'm not staying attached to him that long. It's a player option at 1 year.
And then also team option on Bradley Beal at the end of next season too, so you can wipe off that money completely
Yeah.
in one offseason.
So I'm probably doing
Bradley
it for the
Beal is a
picks.
team option?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a player option.
No, they
Hell
gave
no.
him a lot of power, but they didn't make him Thanos. You know what I'm saying?
A no trade and a player option would be
That would be the
that's-
craziest
I ain't
contract in
gonna
the
lie, I
history.
might take the player option over the trade, the no trade.
You would rather.
I
Okay.
would probably do that too, honestly.
Yeah.
So I guarantee to get my last year.
Yeah, you guaranteed to get your money, but you could trade
Wherever
me.
I go, damn
You
it.
I
could
mean, at
trade
least
me
if
wherever.
they trade me, I'm still getting that. I'm still getting my
I
contract.
agree with you, Mike,
Yeah.
because I'm like, Bradley, I don't understand how somebody know they want to be trading. Like, nah. Hell no. If you don't want me, say less.
That team stinks. I watched them against the Pelicans. The amount of times Zion got downhill, saw 3 bodies, and nobody touched him, he got an uncontested layup. It was crazy,
Did
bro.
his shit, bro. They know exactly what he wanted to do, and he did it, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
He did it. I also saw, I said something about it on the show before, because she was saying something about Luka. But there was some beef on the Twitter timeline with that, too. This girl, or a woman who I follow, she's like a Jalen Brunson fan and a Suns fan. She had gotten to it with like Jose Alvarado girlfriend or something.
What?
And I'm like, this Twitter basketball should be going so deep.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, they was like going back and forth. I saw somebody say something about it, and like they asked her about it, and she said something, and I saw it, but I like scrolled. But then like the next day, that shit just was on my timeline. It was just her going back and forth with. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Y'all going at it, ain't y'all? Damn.
I don't think I'll ever go back.
It's the Suns and Pelicans.
I'll never go back and
lottery
forth that
tickets.
It's the
much.
Suns and it's the Pelicans.
A mid-off.
Right, y'all going through enough. Y'all need to uplift each other. Escape from the reality of what y'all both dealing with right now.
I want to talk about the Nets again, because it's been a great season, right? They've been a surprise team. Jordi Fernandez is a great coach. He's getting the most out of not a lot of stuff. Killian Hayes is back in the league, which is great for basketball, obviously.
Shout out to Killian.
I still don't understand what's going on, though.
I don't, but these are some of my favorite teams.
Where
I
you don't
love
understand?
teams. No, I love teams where, like, opportunity is just given and people get to take advantage. Now, don't get me wrong. I do wish this team was positioning themselves to be in a Dylan Harper.
They have the 7th best odds right now.
Yeah, see, I wish it was a lot higher. But I do like to turn on a game, or even when I ain't watching them.
It's
I do
not
like
a bad
to
watch at all.
Yeah, against OKC, it was cool.
Yeah, that was through 3 quarters. They was in there.
You know OKC gonna sit up and play that game though. But I do love to just kind of check them out every once in a while. And Keon Johnson is having a 17-point game. Trendon Watford got 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 points.
Day'Ron Sharp.
Day'Ron Sharp
had an amazing game.
killing
against
the
OKC.
offensive glass.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes, 23 points. Tosan got 7, 7, and 3. Yeah, I kind of like those type of teams.
Is there anybody on this team right now?
Cam Thomas played last night.
And this is a real question. I'm genuinely asking. Who in 3 years from now you think they're part of their like real core?
The Nets? Nick Claxton.
You think Claxton stays?
Yeah.
It's probably him.
I feel like
I could probably.
a Day'Ron Sharp too.
No.
No, they can't keep 2 bigs. Both of those dudes, I think, kind of arguably deserve a start.
I think
You can't have.
somebody gonna try to swipe up Day'Ron Sharp.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was gonna be the other way with Nick Claxton.
Or somebody
He already
trade for
paid.
Claxton?
He's already paid though. Day'Ron Sharp, I think, is gonna go into restricted or unrestricted this year. Should be restricted though.
Cam Thomas might also be a part of the core.
Do y'all remember what they traded away to get their own pick back?
Wasn't it?
Is this from Phoenix?
3 first-round picks from Phoenix, which those are good picks in
Yeah.
theory. And then the 2029 Dallas Mavericks pick. Now, obviously, they didn't know Luka was about to get traded. But the 2029 Dallas Mavericks could be awful. And they did
Where's that pick at?
What do you mean?
The 2020. Is it a?
It's probably a first rounder.
They sent that 2029 Dallas pick to
Houston.
To Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Houston has
To get their own
the
pick.
3
Yeah.
Suns picks and then the Dallas pick in exchange for their own pick and then one more of their own pick, not next year, but the year after that.
Okay.
And obviously nobody could have expected this.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about it like if they never did that trade and they were still this team and kept the Suns pick and kept the Dallas Mavericks pick, that pick as of right now, the Suns pick is not that far off from their own pick.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at it like, obviously, it's a great story to see this ragtag group of like misfits go out there and win basketball games. But I think about the long-term future of this team. I'm like, fuck, as cool as it is right now, in 3 years, we might be like, that was all for nothing. And I think about the same way about the Jazz's rebuild really just started because they had 2 years of dicking around of being okay for 2 months. And they ended up with the 10th pick and the 11th pick. And now this is the first year they got a chance to get a top real pick. And I just hope that's not the case for the Nets. Now, obviously, who knows? Lottery odds could be in their favor. They could still end up with Cooper Flag on one of the top dudes. But, man, their odds are not great in comparison to what they, in my mind, should
What
be.
they could have been.
Yeah.
There.
I mean, yeah,
it's
and
just
then
tough.
they also they had Dennis Schroeder, and Dennis Schroeder had them in a lot of
Finney
games.
Smith was really
Yeah,
good.
they the start of the season for them was a lot more competitive than what they probably would have expected.
Right.
So essentially, they just got ahead of the A-ball. Now they got all these young guys. They're not gonna go out there and just shit the bed.
No,
think
they
it's
actually
also-
play hard.
They gonna go out there and play hard.
You think it's
play
also
very
because the
hard.
East is so bad, like bottom wise?
Man, they've been catching some wins against some okay, decent teams too. But yeah, because it's gonna
It's
be
just
hard for
gonna,
them to
like-
play catch up
Yeah.
to some of these other teams.
It's hard to tell people to go out and lose.
Yeah,
sure.
Cam
100%.
Johnson was saying that. Like, at the end of the day, that's our job is to go out there. So, yeah, you look at somebody like Day'Ron Sharp, who is going into restricted free agency. He's going to play his best because he's trying to go get a bag.
Yes.
So he's not going to go out there, let me let him
They-
get
these
the
dudes-
Jordi Fernandez is a first-year coach. It's not gonna
I
be
got
like I
something to
want to
prove.
fold.
I think
Yeah.
wasn't De'Aaron Fox was saying that once Wemby went down, and then I forget what they necessarily asked him. But he's like, anytime we step out on this floor, we're trying to win the game. Because they was asking him, is it better to like?
That was that post-game interview. I saw
He
that.
said,
Yeah.
anytime we step out on this court, we trying to get the win.
He's like,
But-
nobody can feel Wemby's shoes, but we going to try.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you have a Chris Paul on your team, don't think tanking is ever in Chris Paul's mind. He gonna try to go out there and win.
That's my boy. That's my boy. You know, man. With his 6-2, he gonna try to win.
He gonna try to win. That's gonna be a very impactful.
That's
gonna be a very impactful 6-2.
Talk about it, because he's still a plus defender. I don't care what nobody say. How many 39-year-olds are plus defenders?
That's because he be hacking.
Hey, if it work, it work. He also be snitching. But if it work, it work.
His jersey untucked.
one of the greatest snitches in NBA history. Hell no.
He said that's a tag.
Lakers.
That shit won them that game.
Talk about the Lakers, Mike. Go ahead.
I'm getting involved with this conversation.
The Lakers, as of right now, are the 4 seed.
Y'all dominated the month of February, by the way.
The best record in the last 20 games at 16-4.
I
5-game win streak.
I like y'all, Mike.
If only we ain't lose to the Jazz and to the
Hornets.
Hornets, we would be
those
really
games
riding a big win streak.
Yeah.
But this team has been amazing. I think the biggest thing, honestly, is the defense.
Yes.
I did not think the defense was going to be this good. I mean, the offense is going to take care of itself. But when you can get the extra stops, we've actually been like winning games by like we have an average of, we'll be up by 10 points the end of the whole game, or we'll be up by 15 the whole game. It'll still get a little shaky. The offense will drop off, but like this team takes care of business. And honestly, it goes to another conversation I wanted to have, but like this is the best playmaking I've seen in like just two straight up dudes that are like computers when it comes to reading defenses. I've seen Luka make passes without even looking at who, he just knows he's there. And it's just like, how do you stop that? And when it goes down to like a 7-game series or whatever, it's just like, what's the game plan for these two dudes?
Yeah, they have a chance in every single series that they go into.
Yeah, I don't know who they – man, I don't – yeah, they got a chance in everything because for them, for their defense to be carrying it, because the offense is cool.
I still feel like the offense will come around. Luka has gave us, 2 good games? He can't hit a 3 right now. So just –
Gave us 31 on 22 shots.
Imagine when his 3-point shot just get back to Luka level, which is 38% last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe even if he gets to 36% with the Lakers.
Even if it stay where it's at. Not him, but the Lakers offense, the fact that you got those two guys at any moment can go off. And
then Austin Reeves is always ready. Austin Reeves is never rattled, and it seems like no matter what role he's in, he's going to thrive in that role. He seems like he's very portable, and he's not the type of dude to get in his feelings because his role him in diminish or something like this.
It's been like those guys have been so great. Rui's probably having the most underrated seasons by far.
Yeah,
he's a part of the defense.
Yeah, I was always questioning why JJ Redick would always be like, no, Rui's not going nowhere. I want Rui here no matter what. And I was always like, why is Rui? And now I see why.
Yeah.
What else was the other option?
No, I'm just saying, like, when they would talk about certain trades, Rui would always be deemed untouchable.
Because, he's got the $17 million, so he kind of fits in a lot of trades. Him and Gabe Vincent good enough contractually to go get something. This is the most I've enjoyed Lakers basketball since the bubble, basically.
Yeah, honestly, I think
it's got that bubble vibe, except the other guys just isn't Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
but it's like it's the scrappiness, number one, and it's the surrounding of like I love Dorian Finney-Smith, I love Jared Vanderbilt when he's healthy. I don't love Gabe Vincent, haven't loved him with the Lakers, but this version of Gabe Vincent be trying to do.
He's actually playing really good ball.
He kicked that ball yesterday on Harden. Hell, Trey Jameson was giving y'all effort last night.
He checked in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, hell no. But he was good.
Is it just a me thing? And
Jackson Hayes looks
maybe
good.
It's just because I was like, obviously just consistently watching the Lakers or watching Anthony Davis. But I see it with other teams that have like just dominant bigs. Sometimes there's just a focus to constantly just like throw those passes and it becomes super predictable. And you see teams just turn the ball over because my thought process when we get the ball, throw it in. But like the defender sees that so many times. Not having to do that anymore, I feel like it's helped the Lakers in the half court.
Also, you replace that with Luka. So it's like
it does.
Yeah.
I mean, we were looking good before Luka got there.
For sure.
Before he started playing. Like we started looking more just cohesively.
And is LeBron getting them leak out passes again? It's looking like Miami. Like
once again, he just catching.
Yeah,
I think that's
Wade.
I was talking about that in
Kevin
my
Love
stream
used
too.
to throw him those perfect full court passes.
He make the finishes look a lot easier than people realize.
Yeah.
It was like a lob where he was under the basket and he
Yes.
had to contort his body. Like,
on
damn.
TV, people just thinking he just catching it and going up, but it's like no. When you got to catch it and finish,
Bro, how many times you see him sealing off damn near two people or a person before he catch it and go up? Like that is not easy to do.
And no disrespect to Anthony Davis, incredible defender. I prefer these type of defenses where it's like we don't necessarily have this paint protector, but we can run around everywhere. We all on one accord. We gap up heavy, and everybody can retreat back to their man. The Warriors are kind of the same way without a traditional big, where it's kind of we just all on one accord. We gapped up. We peel switching. So if I get beat, you just take them. I go there. I've seen Luka and Dorian Finney-Smith do that a bunch of times. I love that type of shit because you have to communicate. And when you have a communicating team, there's not a lot of
holes in the defense.
Yes, it's not a lot of holes. And the thing about playoff basketball is who can score the easiest baskets the most. And if you're on one accord defensively, if you can get back, if you can communicate, if you can switch, if you can gap up, you eliminate the easy buckets, and you give yourself such an advantage to win the game, man. I love the way that the Warriors and the Lakers have been defending.
And I think there's no bigger morale boost than
outside of, I have to say this because it's the internet. Obviously, the Cavs and the Thunder defend.
Right.
But the new look Lakers and Warriors have blown me away.
There's no bigger morale boost, though, for me personally than if I was on the Lakers, seeing LeBron sitting that chair like that on multiple possessions throughout the game. I'm now locked in, too, because that's the 40-year-old who's put 22 years
you don't have a
into
choice.
this league.
If he's getting in the stance and you're not, you're not going to play.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, everybody's now extra motivated to now get in that stance and really lock up.
That's been my favorite
just think
part.
it's been fun to watch, man.
Is seeing LeBron have just extra energy because he's not taxed with, like, ball handling and have to be a main facilitator. Just having the other luxuries of Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic to try to take care of that. He can now go and defend. He can now run on the break. He can now, leak out and none doesn't have to crash.
I don't think he gets taxed too much
defensively
defensively either, because it's so much like we all know what we need to be. So Dorian Finney-Smith could be in this gap, and I could feel comfortable. I'll see LeBron move a guy up, like go, and I'll just fall back and direct. That's all. Like that's the perfect situation to be in defensively.
We be talking. I'm not even gonna mention.
I know 2K. That's the way you want to be on the guard.
You put that clip in there, that college team or whatever, and they was literally
St. John's.
And they was literally doing. I'm like, it's such an easy defense, but it's a tough defense to score on.
Yeah, and it's less taxing on one or two people because I feel confident with my teammate knowing if I get beat because I'm LeBron and I'm 40 years old, Dorian Finney-Smith will be there and I'll just go to his guy.
What, another beauty of it too is I don't think you need the craziest personnel to do it.
No,
it's all talking so everybody's on the same page and just being in the right spot.
And that's why J.J. Redick is a great coach because I think he understood that.
I think he's getting better too as a coach.
Yeah.
The coaching thing he did against the Nuggets was a phenomenal.
I don't think
he didn't sleep for 48 hours for that.
I've never seen shit yet.
Yeah, I've never seen.
JJ really gonna get in his bag when he has to.
Series?
Yes, when he can game plan for 7 games on one team and just dive into them. It's gonna get real ugly.
That scheme against the Nuggets.
So at 4, who would they be playing against?
Let's not show the hand. We're gonna do that in a couple minutes here. JJ getting better as a coach.
And I hate that I even saying this because Laker Nation be acting like I hate y'all so much that I'd rather just play into it. But I can't deny
I think that's something that people don't recognize. And when we do Laker shit, we just be making fun of Mike most of the time.
Right, but when they show me that they so fucking sensitive, I'd rather just stab at it. Like a Edward Scissorhands.
It doesn't make sense for a lineup of Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves to have a 107 net rating defensive or a 107 defensive rating. Don't make sense.
It don't.
No.
Yeah, you would think it'd be like 117.
Yeah, something like that. You would think it was the offense that was carrying it. But really, it is the defense. And I said this on my show. One of the biggest lies in NBA history is that LeBron James needs the ball to be great. One of the biggest lies in the history.
He just gets to play basketball.
He just gets to
play basketball. And in year 20.
I don't know. Hey, man. There was times that LeBron definitely want that ball.
No, he do.
Yeah, and I said that he is Klay Thompson. But like people, like immediately when the trade happened, remember Paul Pierce said, "Won't work. Both need the ball."
Yeah, that's just an overrated thought process in the NBA.
Even with Luka Doncic has evolved a lot too. Remember when he got Kyrie Irving, they said the same shit, and then the offense changed. They were one of the slowest paced teams in the league without Kyrie. Kyrie came. Luke was like, "Y'all want to play fast? I can play fast." When you have these dudes that are this talented and this smart, they'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Like I asked on Twitter, how many NBA players would you call supercomputers in processing the game, IQ? Just overall, how many players would y'all say in the league are supercomputers?
Right now in the league?
In comparison to their peers, because the worst player in the NBA is a supercomputer compared to us, because we're not NBA players. But compared to
so like LeBron.
Because
LeBron,
of this. Hold up. I don't think so, KB. There's ex-players that go on podcasts and ESPN and they say the stupidest shit. I'm like, oh, I actually might know more basketball than this man. I used to be that way where it's like he played pro, he got it. He got it athletically. There's some professionals that I used to be like, nah, they know more than me. That they go up there and they say some crazy stuff because the athleticism carried them their whole career. But I get what you put. Now, supercomputers.
No,
LeBron,
we talking just like all time or just currently?
Currently. In the
LeBron,
Chris Paul,
Luka, Jokic, Chris Paul.
Luka.
Where you put Luka?
Honestly,
Tyrese Halliburton.
Trae Young.
I'll put Hallie in there.
Hallie. These are just people in conversations.
Yeah.
James Harden is the name I would add.
James Harden's in that conversation for sure.
You know
all these guys got votes on
Irving.
Twitter. Kyrie, I didn't see a single person say Kyrie.
I'm going Kyrie Irving. They might not gonna say Kyrie because he's not the passer them, but the way he exploits and plays at angles at his size, I'm going Kyrie.
It's a different level of supercomputer.
Yeah,
and then the last guy that people said that he's not there yet, but he could be, was Cade. People have been saying Cade.
I would put
Cade
Cade
got
in
too
there.
many bonehead turnovers for
I'm
me.
putting Cade in there. He don't play with nobody else though, so I'm putting Cade in there, and I'm putting low key. And I said this when we did that little thing for Christian.
Which low key?
I said surgical.
Darius
Garland knows how to manipulate.
So let's say there's 10 of them in the league.
Yeah.
2 of them motherfuckers play for the same team right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
why it was so crazy
And
when
then 2 guys
they
that
played
aren't
the Nuggets.
small.
Because we had literally 3 of those dudes out there with Jokic, Luka, and LeBron all playing.
And this is the thing. People keep talking about the small ball lineup. It's a small ball in the literal sense,
But
but
they're
everybody's 6'6" or taller
Yeah.
on the court. So, like, they don't have a center. That's what they mean by small
And
ball.
Luka and LeBron, they both are great rebounders.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you always have a plus rebound on the court,
We
too.
figuring out our game plan for 2K. But I also like 2 computers who got size because they can post up.
Yes.
That one play where
Oh,
Luka was posting, he threw it back
kept
out.
throwing it back
out.
Just take our time. They gonna give us exactly what we want. As supercomputers, we know if we just keep
during that
keep
same
going.
play too, I was just like, that dude just left LeBron James open to go dunk.
And you know what I think what amazes me the most about that play, like it's so crazy. Maybe it's so minuscule.
That's the beauty of basketball.
Like it amazes me how much accuracy Luka threw that pass out of that double team to where it was perfectly in LeBron's shooting pocket. And LeBron, all he had to do was shoot it. And it was like, how did he get that? He got that pass off perfectly.
You know, I just saw
I kept looking at it. I'm like, how did he get that pass
White
off?
Chocolate just talked about, I seen a thing when White Chocolate was talking about passes, and he was saying, like, he studied his teammates to the point where, like, he would know that Darrick liked to catch the ball on the seams, and he would position the ball in his hands. And Luka ain't do this because he didn't have enough time. It was like a touch pass almost. But he would make sure that you caught it in the seams to get right in your shot. The less, because that 1 second, if you have to twist the ball or whatever, can change the contest. And I was just like,
Luka
that's
put
the
that
type of
pass
shit that I don't
perfectly
think
in
of.
LeBron's shooting pocket to where I was like, I'm literally trying to study and like how he do that.
Yeah. I mean, you know how like you be doing a little shooting drill or whatever, and say me and P, we pass. I'm shooting, you pass me
You
the
want
ball.
that ball?
Sometimes I might give it to P so he could pass it back, give me a clean
Exactly,
pass. It just helps you shoot.
Fat Man said
and be in the
that
rhythm
James
a little
Harden does
better.
that. No matter
James
every time
Harden's
James Harden
perfect.
passes you the ball, the scenes will be perfect.
I think James Harden one of the most underrated passes.
He is.
Is that what?
I don't even think he's underrated no more.
Do you
I
think
it's
that's
just-
do you think that's something that when we talk about guys who elevate their teammates, the ability to put the ball in the right position for them to catch it and just only have to just focus on, is that the piece of the pie that really is like elevating your teammates?
Kind of.
It's part of it.
Because especially your shooters, like if you're able to elevate all your shooters around you, that means you're really putting the ball
He rolling out there
in the
with
right
Dimer.
place.
Really dimer, like for real.
Yeah. Like if I was a shooter, I would love to play with James Harden. If I knew he was going to put the ball perfectly in the seams.
But then we would probably also hear that it's a lot of guards that's doing that. Talking about point guards.
Yeah, I'm
in the
sure there are
league.
players that we just don't think about that
Yeah.
are doing
Yeah.
very similar stuff. Before we get into today's real topic, we somehow skipped over Mills Mans of the Week, man. Who we got?
Oh, shit. It
He
was
was
Steph
going-
Curry.
Oh, okay.
Gone
It
so
was
long.
Steph Curry.
I can tell you, it wasn't really.
It was
wasn't
Steph.
no, I'm not saying it wasn't, but
Yeah.
you usually have this dude over 2 games was doing this.
No, I had the
Thursday.
stats up. Let me see. Did I close the tab to pull up the standings, or did I leave it open? I did close it to pull up. But he had 30 earlier this week. He had a 15-point game. Then he had his big 56-point game.
It's been a great watch, man.
I love to see him and LeBron has like they've had this like rejuvenation. Like both of them. And it's
I
kind of
wish
so
one more
fun
guy
to watch.
could get his.
KD.
It's coming though.
His is kind of just steady though. I feel like KD is always just kind of just Kevin Durant.
Steady
No,
losing.
Hey, not too much on KD.
I seen
Yeah,
KD
no,
get
I love
rejuvenated when did Kyrie get hurt? When he was with that young
The Nets
team and
yeah.
he was the leader with a bunch of young guys, him, Edmund Sumner.
Oh yeah. That was Claxton too.
Brucey Brown was there.
No, what is my guy? No, Bruce Brown had been gone. This is like 2 years. This is the last. This is like the last. This what's my boy name? Yuta Watanabe.
Oh, Yuta Watanabe.
Yuta, the shooter.
Yeah, that's when Yuta was there. That was a nice, fun, little rejuvenated Kevin Durant, man. He was doing this shit. That's when he was talking to Theo Pinson. He was giving the Mavs the buckets. And he like, y'all whole team guarding me. What are you talking about?
All right, now we're going to do a fake NBA playoff. The day is March 1st. March Madness coming very soon. And we're going to play the playoffs as if it started today.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yep.
We start off with the play-in to see who's going to make that real 7-8 match.
Okay.
Out east, play-in game number 1, Miami Heat versus the Orlando Magic. One game, and it's in Miami. A little Florida versus Florida love. Who y'all got winning this one-game series?
I'm gonna go Miami Heat.
I'll probably take
Jalen
Miami
Suggs
too.
out indefinitely, so if we talk about today, there's no Jalen Suggs.
I just feel like I can trust the Miami Heat led offense with Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins. I feel like I just trust that team to be able to put up enough points on a consistent night basis, especially in a must-win game. I just don't know what version of the Magic I'm gonna get on a night-to-night basis.
I'm also trusting Eric Spoelstra too in that one game.
Yeah.
To make the adjustment, or even if it's just like halftime adjustment, I'm assuming that he's probably gonna be the better coach.
I'm going to take the Orlando Magic. You don't know what you're getting with Orlando on a day-by-day, game-by-game basis offensively, but I know exactly what I'm getting defensively, and I'm gonna take that. And I'm a hope that Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner down the stretch can make enough happen to where they would win it. So I'll be the eyeball and go Orlando.
I'm not mad at it because as much as you can't,
it was hard.
You don't know what to expect from Orlando. You don't know what you're getting from the Heat either.
Yeah.
You don't.
I like the Heat team too, but you just don't.
Next series is going to be Atlanta versus Chicago in Atlanta.
I'll go Atlanta.
This
Atlanta.
wraps.
Yeah.
This wraps. This
Thank you.
Atlanta.
Okay.
It would be best for the Bulls to lose this game.
I appreciate that.
They won't try to though. They're going to try.
Yeah,
to.
no, they're gonna try to win.
Remember Kobe White last year in the game? He dropped 45.
True.
Yeah.
Made all them threes.
Yeah. Next game, Orlando versus Atlanta. This is for the
where I
last
go
spot.
Orlando.
So the 7 and 8 teams both still make it. Cool.
Yeah.
Y'all agree with that?
I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta.
All right. So the Atlanta Hawks are now the 8th seed. Orlando back to the drawing board. Maybe next year is the year.
Who's the 7th
When
seed?
Jalen
The
Suggs
Miami
back,
Heat won that.
he'll be back.
Okay. So now we got 1-8. Orlando Magic, Cleveland Cavaliers, a rematch of last year. Last year was what, 4-5?
No, the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm sorry, yeah, Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cleveland, Atlanta Hawks.
Damn,
sweet.
DeAndre Hunter got to play his former team first round.
This is a sweep at Cavs.
Sweep.
I
You don't think Trae Young can get one?
one.
Yeah, I
Trae
think
Young
they
getting
get
them
one.
one.
They ain't getting one.
Trae
they
Young
get
has
one.
gotten
against
the team
Boston.
one
He got
before.
one against Boston.
Yeah.
He did get one against Boston. He hit that logo 3. It was cold in there.
Nah.
But we all disagree at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cool. 2-7 is Miami versus Boston. These teams go against each other every
man.
every year.
That actually made me want to switch my answer for the play. I'm so tired of seeing this shit, man. Give me Boston.
I
Tyler
think
Hero
this is-
probably mad. He got to go up against them again.
Yeah, I'll probably go Boston.
Okay.
And it's probably gonna be a sweep too.
Okay. 3-6. Detroit basketball at 6. New York
This
Knicks.
is gonna be a
This is-
good.
This is gonna be a good
series.
series. This is gonna be
It's
a
going
good
to be a
series.
really good series.
I think this is gonna be a 6-game series, and I'll go Knicks.
I think I agree with Darrick. I think this will go 6, and I'm going with I think this is 5 or 6. I'm going with my Knicks, though.
I'm going Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. Then we get a 4-5 matchup. These two teams hate each other. Milwaukee Bucks, Indiana Pacers.
Ooh,
This 5-game series, give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks,
Yeah.
especially if Giannis there. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I'll go Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6. Shout out to who?
Brandon Jennings.
You know, Chris
Brandon
Middleton
Jennings.
almost tried to do that to him by himself. So imagine what Giannis gonna do.
Next we got, because them teams, they keep playing against each other. don't they?
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
We got Bucks versus Cavs in the second round, 1-4 matchup.
Ooh, this one tough, man. But I'm gonna go Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6.
Bro, this is tough.
This is so tough.
This is why I really like. This is where the underrated ain't there for Giannis, because we know what it comes down to. When you put, it don't matter they had a number 1 seed. You still going against Giannis in a 7-game.
But it's also defensively the Bucks. Even though they've gotten better throughout the season, I just don't trust them to defend a Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell backcourt at a high level. It's gonna be tough.
Mostly your boy.
He tries.
Sometimes they just don't be
No,
enough.
you say you don't trust Damian Lillard to be able to hold his assignment down.
No.
You
all right? You're right.
You are crazy.
I'm gonna take the Cavs, man. I got hope that they're gonna make this number 1 seed like have some more meaning to it and like take this into a deep playoff run. So I'm gonna go Cavs.
I'm gonna say this. I'm taking the Cavs as well because I'm rooting for the Cavs with that big lineup. But I ain't easily taking them.
It might be like a Cavs and 6 or 7 type thing.
It cannot go.
If it goes 7, I really would probably take Giannis.
Me too. If it goes 7, I'm going Bucks. So let's hope it don't go 7.
They had to get the business done early.
Damian Lillard and Giannis in Game 7 is not.
It sounds like they both might go for 30 to 40
I don't care.
points.
We on the road at home. That's just not what you want to see, man. But I'll go Cavs. It just feels like the Cavs. They just click it, man. They got it.
Yeah.
2-3 matchup. Boston, New York Knicks.
I'm gonna go Boston in 6.
Yeah, we got to do something. We got to position ourselves to not have to go against this 3-point shooting in the second round. Give me Boston, man.
How do you feel about y'all not being able to beat the upper echelon teams in the league?
I really feel no way.
Does it scare you for the playoffs?
No, because
Do you think it means anything now?
I would tell you the same thing I told them. If we was 4-3, would you pick the bus over the Celtics?
No.
Right. So it's like. Everything that they saying now, I've said. I made the video the first 2 weeks of the season. The defense is going to be our problem. None of this is surprising to me. It would be cool for them to have won a game, not get blown out. But again, if we was 4-3, I'm still taking the Celtics. If we was 3-4, we would have to be. If we was 7-0, that would make me be like, oh man, we could probably beat them. But those are the best teams in the league. I don't feel no way not being able to beat the best teams in the league. I've never thought the Knicks were the best team in the league or even had a chance to be the best team in the league. So it's just a conversation for social media or to be able to say so, But for me, I never thought we were on the level of the Celtics.
Yeah.
Did you think?
No.
Did you think Knicks fans should have thought that?
No. But I did think that y'all had one of the legitimate chances to threaten the Celtics, though.
And that's dead now?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, too. I honestly do think so. They were one of my contenders coming into the season.
Yeah I thought that y'all had the size to really match up with them, and I thought adding Cat was just like the cherry on top.
Anybody but them. Anybody but them.
All right.
I'd rather play the Cavs than the Celtics.
So good old-fashioned 1-2 matchup in Eastern Conference Finals.
I'd rather play the Thunder than the damn Celtics. Celtics, they got everything. Yeah. The shit that they just got it. I mean, as much as you got OG and Mikal, if you do the pick and roll and Towns is dropped,
that's easy.
I don't know. Yeah, and once I saw him do that in the first game, I was like, oh, wait. Like, this shit
They took him out the game last night to put Mitchell Robinson in.
Mitchell Robinson
on
is
that John Morant, and John Morant still got to the basket, got an and one on Mikal.
He did.
First game back for Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
So, but maybe that changes some things. But, yeah, I just think that it is crazy. Like, 0-7, but that's my response. If we was 5-2, you still taking Boston.
Yeah.
1-2 matchup.
My fingers is crossed that we could get this. This is what you would want, especially after last night. I'm taking the Boston Celtics in 6 games.
It's hard for me to go against the Celtics. I'm gonna go Cavs in 7.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go Cavs in 6.
Wow,
6.
the Cavs are in the finals.
Size 2 overwhelming.
That would make me happy, man.
I just want some parity. I want something different. I want something a little different.
Oh, well, wanting something different got you in trouble last year. I'm going off the assessment. Fuck what I want. I want the Cavs to win too, but the Celtics are the Celtics.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who the Cavs are gonna go against.
Drew Holiday ain't gonna be able to pick on him like y'all did Sam Hauser.
I don't know. Them guys gonna be for a little night with Drew Holiday and Darrick White on them.
7-8 matchup. Warriors, Dallas Mavericks.
I'll go Warriors right here.
This is a nice matchup.
This is a nice matchup. AD gonna be ready by playoff time, right?
What are we talking about today?
You're right.
This is
So,
Warriors.
yeah, give me Warriors.
Warriors.
Give me the Warriors.
The Mavs have been impressive though.
Yeah,
Like,
they
without
every game.
all their players that they're missing.
9-10 Minnesota, Sacramento Kings.
Minnesota.
All right. First round of the playoffs, Minnesota versus OKC.
I actually would want the Kings to win that game, but my assessment is Minnesota.
I'm sorry, I just sold that completely. We got Dallas and Minnesota for the 8th seed. There it is.
Wait, what did we do the first time?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
So Dallas and Minnesota, I'm taking Minnesota.
yeah. I'll take Minnesota as well.
Taking Dallas.
All right. Well, Minnesota moves.
Minnesota crumbles to no Anthony Davis Mavericks in the play-in.
It's only one game. That team compete.
Yeah, they do.
Is Anthony Edwards going to be suspended?
Nah, he already did that.
Okay. All right, we got.
Because today they have no Rudy and no Julius Randle. It's today.
It is today.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know they got Nas Reed.
I love Nas Reed.
We do get Minnesota versus OKC. They play against each other, we'll say 3 times in 6 days or something crazy like that.
This
Well, not 6 days because the
the
All-Star.
break, the break.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm gonna say OKC in
5. I'll go OKC in 5.
5.
I think Ant could go off and get them one game.
OKC in 6.
We get Denver versus the Warriors in the first round, 2-7.
Ooh, this is
I'm
This
gonna
is
go.
why
that's a
this
really
is why I
good
want
series,
the
bro.
Warriors to move up to number 6.
And
I don't
this-
want them to play against Denver in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. But I'm going Warriors in 6.
Whoa! Warriors in 6.
I'm
Quinn
going
Post, get ready to guard Jokic, baby.
I'm going Nuggets in 6.
Bro, this is a tough one.
All right,
This
Mike.
is- I'm gonna take the Nuggets in this one.
Okay. How many games you thinking?
Can I actually? I'm going back. I'm going Warriors. I'm going Warriors, bro. I feel like the Nuggets. I think they're really good because of Jokic and like they have a really good like offensive system, but they're just not the same Nuggets from like the past couple years.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Warriors.
And I feel like that Jimmy Butler addition would just be a lot.
You expect him to turn it up in the
Yeah.
postseason again?
Yeah.
All right. All right. The 2 seed is gone. Memphis versus the Clippers, 3-6.
I'll go Memphis in
Or
7.
Memphis.
I think the Clippers are going to extend this. I think it definitely could be a 7-game series, though.
I'm only going Memphis because of today. I ain't seen Norman Powell play yesterday.
Yeah, he ain't playing a little minute.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
But
so maybe it won't go 7 then.
I like the Clippers, bro. I like the Clippers.
I do too.
James Harden got to stop being so damn nonchalant with the basketball down the stretch like he did last night either. But I like the Clippers. In a real playoff thing, when we ain't or today, I'm going to Clippers.
I'll take Memphis.
Zoo a fool. I cannot believe that shit you was saying for no fucking reason, man. I ain't even trying to hear your apology. The Clippers they could accept your apology. I'm not. Nick, and I like Nick Richards, but what the fuck were you talking about? What was that about? You just woke up and was like, I don't fuck with Zubac. That was just weird.
I was saying how I
That
felt.
boy a motherfucking monster.
Nah, he
What's
is.
my line if he said we get paid to do this? They would say that to me when I was like, who had what picks the Hawk had?
And it was the first
It was the
pick.
first. They was like, you get paid to do this. I was like, fair enough.
He tried to catch a body yesterday.
Who?
Zubac.
Yes, he did
He
on that
tried-
pass, and it like he almost
yeah.
traveled.
Yes.
Yeah. He tried to. He tried to catch.
I don't even remember who it was
Trey
on.
Jameson.
Trey, yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
tried
why
to.
you don't remember, because it's fucking Trey All right, 4-5 matchup. We got Lakers, Rockets.
I'll go
Taking the
Lakers.
Lakers.
I'll go Lakers in 6.
I mean, the Rockets have had an amazing season. Can't take nothing away from them. I don't know if they're ready for that half-court playoff basketball.
I would agree.
I
with
don't.
that.
I don't know if they're ready.
And
for
I
that.
just think it's a lot to just expect a young team to go in and compete against LeBron.
I don't
and
know.
Luka.
I'm taking the Lakers, but the Rockets got that
They
shit
not
for that
scared.
ass.
They not scared. They
got
definitely
a
one of them
couple
young teams
things.
that's gonna be ready.
It's going to be a really good coaching series because you have Ime versus JJ. The Lakers are experienced and a little older, but they defend. The Rockets defend too. The Rockets have a Sengun who will exploit a Jackson Hayes for sure. You can gap up all you want. He's gonna give it to Jackson Hayes and Trey Jameson. And they gritty and tough too.
Yeah,
Dylan
Trey
Brooks,
Jameson basically took Alex Lynn possible minutes. He might get his ass cut.
He may call LeBron out of his name.
We really got to run them dudes to play off.
Dylan Brooks got beef with LeBron. He's going to agitate Luka, get Luka to talk to the rest. That's going to be a good series. I'm going to take the Lakers, but that's 7 to
I
me.
don't sound good.
Huh?
You agitating Luka and LeBron. What did they start popping off?
No. I ain't say agitate LeBron. I said agitate Luka, and he talked to the refs.
Well, you know, once he starts talking to him, he's gonna start talking to LeBron too. He just
You're right.
He's just a menace.
Yeah.
Ask the
to
Suns what happened.
society.
Ask the Suns what happened once they agitated them a little bit.
The Suns, they got swept?
Yeah.
OKC
When the
versus.
Suns against, you talking about when they got
Luka.
swept to? I'm talking about when Luka beat them by 60.
That was years ago. That Luka wasn't 270 pounds.
OKC versus the Lakers second round.
This is the matchup everybody been talking about.
OKC,
man,
UFC,
Cone,
KFC.
Hey, Cone, them ain't gonna like this one, Mike. I'm going with the fucking Lakers. I'm not even joking.
Dort,
I'll go with the fucking Lakers.
you can have every 3 you possibly want.
Yes.
Shay,
The
you
way
finna
that the
see
Lakers
four
play
bodies.
defense is perfect for that OKC, and I that's all I've been wanting to see. That's what the Timberwolves did too. Hey, we're gonna play sides like it's NBA 2K. Jaden McDaniels on the left, Nikhil on the right, and if he throw it to Lou Dort or Casey Wallace, have at it.
Matter of fact, it might as well be open gym.
The one thing I
Guys,
don't like though for the Lakers is that they have iHeart and Chet.
Yeah.
The size,
The
might be a
interior.
problem.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like. But I'm gonna take the Lakers on this one.
I'll go Lakers in 7.
Wow, I did not expect
Bro,
the Lakers.
y'all really going Lakers?
I'm going Lakers.
Look, Mike said I could do it because that's my team. You didn't expect.
I ain't expected. Lakers in 7.
The Lakers got me right now, man. The Lakers got me. I'm loving everything that they're doing. Until they show me otherwise, I'm on the Lakers hype train. I was against it.
You ain't 48 and 11. They ain't got you at 48 and 11.
No, they do. They do.
Any other match I probably would have picked.
No, I didn't say the Lakers gonna wipe the flow with their
No, that's
ass.
what I heard. You said they gonna gap up. And
Yeah.
Shea gonna average 6. That's exactly
No,
what you said.
no. No, he gonna have a 6 in the first 5 minutes of the game. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lakers, man.
All right, we got Warriors versus Grizzlies in the second round.
I'm going Warriors.
Actually, I don't know. The more and more I think
It's too
about
late. They already picked Lakers, so
true, and the more and more I just think about
Hey,
Shaq
let's just
and
make
iHeart-
somebody mad because let's just make somebody mad with it.
No, I love to make people mad, but I actually want to judge it, and if they get mad, then it's whatever. But the size is tough. But yeah, okay, we Lakers. So what's up?
I said I'm going Warriors in this
Memphis
matchup.
Warriors is the second round.
We're Warriors in this one.
I kind of want to go Memphis.
But I think this is still going to be like a 7-game series. I think we're going to get some really
Let's go
long,
Warriors, man.
extended
Let's go
series.
Warriors.
So we get Warriors versus Lakers in the finals.
This is like Adam Silver's dream.
Bro, this would be insane.
This is damn near probably their dream too.
So we got the
commute's
Warriors
so
and
sweet.
Lakers, and then we got the Cavs and the Celtics. This
Yeah.
is the perfect. This is how you know this. Don't fan bases don't pay too much attention to this exercise we're doing because this shit is not finna happen. It's too perfect, perfect. Give me the Warriors.
Versus Memphis or versus the Lakers?
Lakers.
The Lakers.
Oh, I'll go Lakers in 7.
Are you gonna let Mike, the Lakers fan, be the determining factor if he gonna pick his favorite team?
Give me the Lakers. Lakers in 6.
So we got LeBron back in Cleveland for the finals.
Wow.
Lakers versus Cavs.
Give me the Cavs.
Yeah, I think this,
Bro, y'all got Bron messed up. Hey, if he get back to the finals, then he got to go into the Cavs. Not even the Celtics, it's the Cavs. Come on now. Bron might put it into full gear.
I'm mad how we just did this. The Lakers weren't supposed to win it.
They really not.
They were supposed to go far, but not win it all. But in this scenario, I do got the Lakers. The lights gonna get too fucking bright. No, it's some real shit. I might have Cavs. I'm ping ponging.
I was going Cavs just because I think they legitimately have 2 like dominant bigs.
They do. Well, I don't want to use the word dominant for
Not
both.
dominant, but like I think they can really hold it down.
Yeah. One of these teams gonna make the Lakers pay with the size. If OKC wasn't able to, the Cavs will.
Yeah.
Bro, the
So
Jazz,
pick your point.
In
You
that
wanna-
one game we lost to the Jazz, we definitely felt Walker Kessler,
Yeah.
his impact, and
Yeah, I'm
John
going Cavs.
Collins' impact. So I can only imagine with some of these other like top tier centers.
Give me the Cavs winning the finals. Cleveland, this is for you.
Donovan Mitchell could say that at the presser.
Wait, what team did you say?
He said he
I
got
said the
Cavs.
Oh, Cavs are the champions.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cavs, man.
Donovan Mitchell with a ring.
In a today's scenario.
What a perfect
Bro,
life if
what
you get
if-
a ring.
The Cavs win, but Darius Garland is Finals MVP.
I don't think nobody
Yeah,
gives a single fuck.
Nobody cares.
I think it would be funny
Why?
He on that negative shit.
because it's just 2
so
years.
you can start saying shit
no,
about
it's 2
Donovan
years in a
Mitchell.
row where it's like
The second guy won
the
it.
second guy gets it.
Once Iguodala won it, it's like For real, it's like nothing would shock me at this point.
And when you look at LeBron's stats, LeBron was fucking dominating.
There we go. That's the playoffs.
I hope my Lakers make it that far.
You'd be.
Of course you hope so, man.
Would you go to LA for the parade if y'all won?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, he would.
I'm looking for a reason.
He got
to
to
go
travel,
LA.
get off the game, and spend money.
I could bring the game.
Yeah, he's just sitting on 12th Street with the Xbox.
Yeah.
And a big ass duffel bag, gym bag across his body.
Would you be the type to get to the parade real early so you can get a good spot?
No.
No?
I don't get to stuff early.
Yeah, yesterday he didn't get to the stream early. Today you was 10 minutes late.
My famous thing, and I'm not advising nobody to live like this because it's just me. I do this. But I get there late and I leave early. That's just how I be.
That's so awful. Yeah, what
That's
he
why I
said.
said I'm not
Nobody else
advised.
live like this, please.
Bro, you remember when?
That's so awful.
Do you remember when Faye was throwing Mason a surprise party? And we had to be there, and I was like, I'll probably be there a little late. And he was like, you can't be late to a surprise party.
Be late to a surprise party.
I never heard
He
someone.
walk into his building, you walk in with him. What the fuck is you doing here, Mike?
Oh shit!
Y'all just in the hallway.
You got to lie and shit. Oh yeah, my other homie. I didn't know you live here. My other homie live here. He's like, what floor he on? He on 17. I'm on 17.
Yeah.
That was a good party though.
That was. My boy
That was
had
like 6 years ago. I feel like.
He was on the chip bag. That was only last year.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, how long did you say they was?
I said it felt like 6. I knew it wasn't 6 years ago.
I was gonna
That's
say.
you got him all that weed. That was a year ago.
I did buy
Oh
a
yeah,
bunch of
that's
weed.
true.
Me and
True.
Darrick went to that Philly cheese.
Hey, they had a nice
Wow.
spot, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That was
Yeah,
a nice
no, that
spot.
was a nice spot.
They had like the little, I guess, not balcony. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like a balcony thing outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good little spot.
He was smoking that dope.
he was. I remember somebody was out there, fried.
Darrick.
No, I don't think it was one of. I think it was somebody else that was there.
Yeah, I don't think I smoked because I had to drive home.
Smart
Oh,
man.
you don't know how to smoke and drive?
Responsible.
So I don't know. Smoke and drive. It's crazy.
How about, is that a stop sign or is that a Wendy's logo?
Bro, have you ever heard the game GeoGuessr, P?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I heard you say that
It's
before.
a game where like they plop you in a random spot and you have to guess what state I'm in, what country I'm in. We playing United States. We in a random spot and they put us in the middle of a street. And Darrick said, hold on, move to the left. What's the name of that restaurant? I'm like, no fucking way,
We only
Darrick.
got 5 of those, and they all in Tennessee. So, is this Memphis? Yeah, Darrick, you won $1 million.
Because if it was like a Zaxby's or something, you know, we could have eliminated. We could have been like, all right, we at least know we on the East Coast.
Wait, no,
Like-
Zaxby's is in the South, I thought.
Yeah, but it's East Coast South.
Oh, Southeast.
Yeah. Like
East
in
Coast
that area.
South.
Go south. Well, I just thought that was funny. We played a little GeoGuessr. We were ass, but like that was.
How
that
you
was
do?
fun.
Some of those,
Bad.
I don't know how you could do when they just plop you in a random neighborhood that looks like.
Every neighborhood.
Yeah.
I would have
Every other
guessed
neighborhood.
Atlanta, Illinois.
It was one that just looked run down. I was like, that shit got to be Indiana right there.
We was in some foreign country.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Indiana.
When you said it popped you somewhere by your house, that was crazy.
Yeah, but for context, we were playing Illinois only.
Yeah.
And me and Suzanne were playing until we recognized something. So it could have been anywhere. We could have been at the Bean. We know where the Bean is at. It put us by Chick-fil-A over there
Yeah.
and B-Dubs and all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. I think that's on the
crazy.
YouTube video, actually.
Oh.
I'm like, and I say, like, that's right down the street from our high school. Let me go to the high school. And I went to the high school.
That's like, yeah, that's insane for you to play only Illinois and it puts you right there.
Let me see. I think that video exists somewhere. Or maybe it don't. I don't know. I just used to be filming shit.
Can you play it on your phone?
You probably
Probably.
could.
Oh, okay.
GeoGuessr.
I'll
until
play that game for sure.
I'm not good geographically at all.
So I got to play the game.
I guess. I do want to take a little vacation this summer, though. I don't know
Where you want to go?
I don't know.
You should go to DR.
You think so?
I think you would like DR. I think DR is a good vacation spot.
Mhm.
Weather's nice, nice beaches, the food is good. It's a really nice, calm spot if you get the
Yeah.
right resort.
I just feel like I should probably do a little bit more traveling, even if it's not like I'm out here for a month. Like,
and you could do
just
excursions.
take a little weekend off or whatever.
sure.
Like, take that weekend.
I love the
go out of
excursions. The excursions be nice. Like they usually.
Y'all like road trips?
No.
I've never done one.
I like the road trip we did when we was with HOH.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
that's the
thinking,
closest
like,
thing I've ever done to one.
Going to like a nearby state, just like a neighboring state or whatever. And I don't know. Just find some activity to get
I
into.
said
It's like,
to the golf thing. Nobody replied, but like,
Well, our neighboring states kind of just are mid,
Yeah.
so it don't really.
no, I wasn't saying a camp, but like,
Oh, I was talking to Mike. He said he wanted to go to
but
one
also
of the
not even just
states.
neighboring states. Like, I always feel like a lot of places are a lot farther than what they are. So like, you could probably go down. There's probably states
go to
not
Memphis.
neighboring but are around us that are only like 5 to 8 hour type drive.
Go to Memphis.
that's why I texted him. I was saying like, with the baseball season going, I wouldn't mind road tripping to watch a team that we I've never been in their
Or
stadium
like
before.
I said, I think you've done it before. You went to Milwaukee and you watch a Bucks game or
Go
whatever.
see the
Like,
Cleveland
there's a lot
Guardians.
of stuff that's close to us that, in my mind, seems a lot farther than what it is.
for sure.
And just like I could take that time to go out there.
Doesn't
it's-
Milwaukee have a baseball team too?
The Brewers.
The Brewers, yeah.
That's one of the craziest questions I've ever asked on the show, by the way.
But Milwaukee is like
ain't no
right
such thing as
there.
a stupid question.
Yeah.
It's like I like to go to a Twins game.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I never been.
I think
to
I went to their very first one in their new arena too.
I never been to Detroit.
Oh.
I've been to Detroit.
I go to a Tigers game. The Clippers are waiving Marjon Beauchamp to create a roster space for Jordan Miller, my lefty friend from Miami University.
I remember we was playing at GeoGuessr yesterday, and we knew it was Flint, but we could not find it
We
on
couldn't
the map.
find it on the map. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't know. When I went to Detroit, it was real fun. I walked around a little bit because my hotel was like in the center of Detroit. It was good vibes. I didn't do anything other than the work I was scheduled to do.
Yeah.
Though, so
Did you see Lemich?
I did.
You
yeah.
did see Lemich out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was actually the bellhop at the hotel I was at.
Why was he doing that?
I didn't ask no questions. Who am I to ask him what he do on his spare time? So, yeah. Anything y'all got for Unplugged?
Yeah, what's up, D-Mills? We ain't seen you in a minute.
I think all y'all should go to Disney
No.
at least once in y'all
I'm
life.
good.
I think y'all would like it.
I don't think I would.
No?
I think my sister wants to go.
I'm pretty positive I would.
Especially if you got kids. Like I think the
But
kids.
you didn't even go with your kids.
No, I know. But I think now that I went and I experienced it, I'm excited to take her.
Okay.
So like I think it would be I'm really excited to go with her.
I'm not like a amusement park walk around and do nothing, sit in line type of guy.
I could see that.
I'm
That's why
not,
I think
I'm not adventuring enough to say like, they got butter. What's it called? Butterbeer at the Harry Potter thing. I want to. I don't really do. It's not really my vibe personally.
It's not my vibe either. I mean, do anything for the kids, but you said y'all should all go. That ain't me. I'm good on that shit.
Boys trip. Disney
If
World.
if we went on a boys trip last year, I'm going to fucking Disney. I'm also not into Disney.
yeah.
I'm not into Disney.
I also felt that way too until I went and I was like,
I'm not into Disney.
like this.
I don't like Great America. I'm not into rides. So it's like I would literally be going for kids, which is okay.
Yeah.
I don't like.
are you not a roller coaster guy?
Not really. No.
I'll get on it, and while I'm on it, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But I'm also not dying to go get on one.
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Like when I see those videos of people on a roller coaster and they be like recording themselves, like doing some, not even crazy, but they'll be like making a straight face or they'll be like playing. When I'm on a roller coaster, I don't do nothing fun.
I filmed myself on a roller coaster just because it was part of my
You did?
video.
That's why I stopped getting on roller coasters. They're
Did
just
we
not
see
as
that video?
fun.
Oh, you like it's you filmed a
Yeah.
YouTube video? Oh, okay, work.
Yeah, I don't do that shit, Mike.
I can't do nothing.
Last time I went to Great America, I was like, oh, y'all going on there? Cool. I let motherfucker convince me to get on, what's it called?
They convinced me to get on that giant drop.
Not the
I
giant.
haven't done giant
I'm
drop
not
yet.
doing a giant drop ever again after that boy.
But I
fell
will
off.
say, I love.
Ain't that what that is? What he fell off of in Florida? Yeah, I ain't getting on that shit. What was that one though? What's the big one in Great America?
The
Bald Eagle,
No, the big. It's like the main one.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull.
Oh, I love.
I don't think I
Raging
did the
Bull is
Raging
probably
Bull.
Raging Bull is probably my favorite roller coaster.
I let people
See,
convince me.
I
to go
just
there.
can't do it.
Yeah,
no
that
more,
shit
bro.
was not fun.
It
It's
wasn't
not fun
fun.
for me.
No.
Oh, I love Raging Bull. I also love Superman. Superman is fun. I don't know how. Like Superman, they like
I
put
was
you in
about
the
to get on
Superman
Superman,
position.
but yeah, I ain't like how they. I was like, give me a part of this shit, man.
I don't. For one, I I think I'm just not a.
Your legs.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
heights.
I ain't
at
like
all.
the leg
I'm
free
scared
shit.
of heights.
You know, you literally are flying like Superman.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit.
Yeah,
And
it's
I-
crazy.
I stood in line all the way. We got up there. I said, that's how they get it. I said, hey man, you got me fucked up, man.
I
You
think
by
we did
yourself.
the Batman, or maybe it's called the Dark Knight. But
Yeah.
I remember like so the roller coaster is like you have to go into some building or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's
it,
like
it gets dark.
yeah, and I remember we stood in long line for like an hour or so. Like
Did y'all
hour
go
and
with
a half.
Burr Ridge?
Yeah, that was the last time I went to Six Flags.
Yeah, I went with Burr. I went after that, but I went with Burr Ridge too.
No, yeah, I've never been
I swear.
post Burridge.
I'm trying to think who was it? Because I remember I went to Six Flags because they had like the Oktoberfest or whatever,
Oh, you went up for
or
October.
the
I've
Fright
never gone
Fest,
for
whatever.
Oktoberfest.
I forget who I went with. Maybe it might have been like I think it was family.
But
I
yeah,
think it
that
was 'cause
ain't-
my auntie. She didn't go on no rides, but she trying to get everybody else to go on that ride.
That ain't my speed.
And then like some of the games are like interactive and like games, like the Spider-Man game at Disney. Like you're literally like competing with your significant other, like shooting webs and like you're playing a game. Or like the Toy Story game, like you're shooting and you're shooting objects and it's a lot of those games are like you just having fun with your significant other. That's kind of how it was fun to us.
I say I'm not a Disney guy, but now I'm starting to think about all the shit that actually is Disney. Like Marvel is Disney now.
Yeah, they had a Marvel store, and inside the store, they had a Marvel Rivals PC to play Marvel Rivals.
You hopped on
No.
Wolverine real quick?
It was 2 of them there. It was crazy. I was like, damn, they got this. They got it out ready.
Mouse and keyboard or controller?
Controller.
That shit sound decent if it was here. I'm not getting on a plane to go to that shit.
Was that
is my
5
thing.
hours?
No, like 4.
Okay.
Not bad.
It was in Anaheim, so
Yeah,
look
when I
forward
was
to Sight in
when
LA.
I was in Anaheim, it was right across from our hotel.
Yeah.
I actually like Anaheim.
Oh, really? Because we stayed down there across from Disney too. So you probably was
I
down
went
there,
with
right?
HOH for that race car shit, and it was like was there a
A Denny's and
Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory was down the street. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Cheesecake Factory is right, like damn near. at my
Oh, so
hotel.
you was down there. You was a little further down.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
literally right across the street.
Okay.
Like we look out the window and we was seeing the parking lot.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see the.
So now, if I was on some shit like that and I had time to go, I would go. But like
Yeah.
to say I'm getting on this plane to go to Disney, I don't see it for me unless I was doing something for some kids or some shit like that. But I don't see me saying, man, I'm planning this trip and I'm finna go to Disney
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, I'm excited to go with Ivy.
And you
once she get
you
on.
wasn't either. You went because of your girl.
Yeah, it was her birthday. She wanted
Yeah,
there for her birthday.
exactly.
Yeah, no, that's why I said I wasn't. I said I wasn't either until I actually went and I experienced it. And I was like, this is actually pretty enjoyable and it's fun.
So
I
you-
think the thing I would like the most is maybe the weather and just walking.
I love that weather, boy.
Especially around this time of year.
I saw
it
y'all
was-
had shorts on. You had shorts
Yeah.
on, so I'm like, damn.
It was like 80 degrees. I
Did
was
you
like,
eat anything weird or different?
No.
I thought when I was in your stream, you tried something. And she
It
was
was a
like, it's
corn
going to
dog.
take.
Corn dog.
Oh, it was only a corn
The
dog?
fat ass corn dog, big ass glizzy.
Okay. Is that the
Yeah.
one she was like, it might take some time because I'm making fresh? She was like, that's how I
Yeah.
like it was a corn. I thought it was something else. Okay.
Did you eat anything really, really good? Like that funnel cake?
I had some birria tacos that was really good.
Oh,
at
wow.
there? Or
Yeah.
just in the.
It was there.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And I was
Oh,
like, wow.
hey, man. Jerk chicken spot I went. We got to go to.
You know what's funny? When you put that in there, I was like, I've looked at this place on Uber Eats, but the day I looked, they had like, I think they had
yeah.
just grand opened. And I was like, I ain't fucking with that.
Bro, that macaroni is the closest to dig in.
I'm gonna get some, bro. I'm gonna get some this week.
That shit was really good. I was not expecting it. I watched somebody like do a food review and
Yeah.
they was eating and the lady was like trying her son macaroni and she kept eating it like, bro, this mac. And I'm like, I wonder if she's trying to sell it.
Yeah.
It seemed fake. And I'm like, you know what? Just add it into my order. Man, that shit was incredible, bro. That shit was incredible. I got a jerk Philly.
A jerk Philly. Oh, and it was a hit.
Bro,
It was a hit.
I gotta.
It was good. It was good, but the main
The star was the mac and cheese.
the star was a mac and cheese, and they got a jerk sauce barbecue sauce
Mm-hmm.
that I had with like my fries. I want that jerk sauce barbecue and put it on everything.
He said it was. He said it was over here.
It's by you,
Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to hit them up.
right by you.
Elena had brought back some food, and it was like some soul food or whatever. And she had went with her family, and she said, "I gotta get the name of the place," but she said it's like a soul food buffet. And when she said that, I was like, Food probably like, because buffets, they just trying to put it
I
out.
hate buffet.
She brought some back. That shit was fire.
I'm never going to a buffet again.
I was like, bro,
we literally used to go to Old Country Buffet and Golden Corral.
You know who has
and how old was you when you went into that Old Country Buffet?
I was young, but
I'm talking about, they used to be like, oh, you fab today. Because that's how you get the little cheaper meal.
But
you know who actually does have a good buffet? The Wynn Hotel in Vegas.
They do?
The big,
well, that makes sense. Yeah.
And it costs you like $80 to get in.
What? To the point of the buffet. The buffet is
you ate there.
You pay a little bit in.
You pay 80.
Yeah.
For one spot in the hotel.
Yeah.
What the fuck would make you pay $80 to do that?
It was supposed to be an experience. It was a nice buffet. It was worth it. I would do it again.
That shit was that good.
Yeah, I thought
$80.
I feel like in order to get $80 worth of food, you have to eat a shit ton.
I don't eat a shit ton at breakfast.
How many times have you had an $80 order on one meal?
Probably just had like a steakhouse.
Do you think that quality or that amount of food that you ate was equivalent to the steakhouse?
No, but I think just because I can eat as much as I want. And I could try. And they got so many different like.
That I can understand. Yeah,
they got so many different like cuisines that you can go and get different stuff.
Right,
so like, it's just like I can go get some fried chicken, but I can also go get some steak tacos.
At breakfast? I thought it was breakfast.
No, it wasn't breakfast. This is dinner.
I thought you said a breakfast buffet.
No, I just did a dinner.
Oh, okay, my fault.
No, this is a dinner buffet at the Wynn.
Okay, I don't know where I got breakfast from.
You stayed at the Wynn?
No, he stayed with us.
So you took an Uber to another hotel to eat the buffet.
Yeah.
Was it just
How you find out about the buffet?
Or did you take Angie too? So
Yeah,
160?
yeah, it was about 160.
The Wynn is where the rich people be at.
That's
for sure.
what it is.
So they definitely get it. They taxing.
That's definitely. I think that's probably the Players Hotel too.
It is.
It is. Yeah. The agents be there and everything. We had a meeting with Jamie Horowitz at the Wynn.
Wynn is nice. That's where we'll be shopping at. But yeah, you got to be ready to eat in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to come in with an empty stomach for $80 worth of food.
And that's the thing about me when I have an empty stomach and I order a bunch of food, I don't eat all the food.
For sure.
That's when your ass be bigger than your stomach.
Yes.
That's what they say. Never go shopping while you hungry.
That's definitely something.
I actually think the opposite.
You want shopping?
I get creative as hell when I'm shopping while hungry.
Bro, I just be getting anything. I just be getting anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I remember, you must have bought them lamb chops when you was hungry.
I sure did. And guess what I did? Never made them. They went bad before I even thought about it. So maybe that's the downfall.
I've never lamb chops.
Every time I go grocery shopping, I have a budget. The budget varies, but I definitely have so I know like, all right, this one $12. I'm not going over. I'm not,
Yeah, just so you're not wasting food.
Right. But I still end up wasting food somehow.
Yeah,
that's my
we do
biggest
too.
thing.
Especially fruit.
Yes.
Especially if you buying the organic fruit. Organic fruit is kind of hard to. It go bad kind of quick.
I damn near only get fruit if I know I'm eating it that day. I'm gonna get 4
I've been,
bananas for the house.
I've been
3 of them gonna get ate the first day.
We've been having like a lot of frozen fruit.
No, I don't really buy frozen fruit.
Frozen fruit only if I'm gonna have like shakes.
Yeah,
I
that's
use
what
it
it's.
for-
That's mainly what
I
it's
use
for.
it for my
Shakes.
parfaits. Like,
Are you making them at home?
yeah,
What does that entail? It's like what, yogurt and
Yogurt.
nuts,
yogurt, fruit, and some
Granola.
granola.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you that granola Trader. If you ever need granola, the Trader Joe's granola is amazing.
I told you
Oh,
to get
yeah,
the cinnamon
Trader Joe's
spice.
Joe's got anything, boy.
That
I got-
cranberry cinnamon spice.
I'm gonna try that one. I tried the chocolate one and the like vanilla one, but those are
I
like,
love vanilla
the
and honey oat granola.
You know
they
what?
like A1.
They flowers at Trader Joe's go hard too.
Just
If
got
I need
Dana some.
flowers, Trader Joe's. is the
Got
place
us
to
some
go.
yellow roses, yeah.
They always a nice little quick grab
Mhm.
when I'm shopping.
Elena gets
And they always asking questions. Who these for? None of your business, bro.
she get the what
So
is
my
it?
wife in here and she think the flowers for her and it's not for her. You know what I'm saying? We got some problem.
Elena be getting them I think it's eucalyptus.
Oh, eucalyptus for the shower?
Yeah, she would put
Yeah.
them in the showers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't bought some in a minute, but I used to put eucalyptus in it. It has a lot of health benefits.
I like
know.
eucalyptus.
But what is it? It's an oil.
It's a flower.
It's
And you
basically
can
like
get
a
it in the
flame.
oil too. You
Yeah, you can do the oil.
So
Yeah.
you put it in the shower. What do you mean? Just put it?
You put it like by the shower head and just
It
hang
like,
it there.
It'll smell it when it's thin.
Yeah.
That's how the drops is,
I
yeah.
didn't hear about
Because they got a rubber band attached to it. You can just essentially just stretch the rubber band out and just put it on
Yeah.
there.
that. Word. I put a couple drops of oil on my laundry. On like instead of using dryer sheets, we use dryer balls. And you put like one little drop of whatever scent you want, and then now all
Bro,
your
I
clothes
was
smell
look-
like.
So I was walking, we was looking at the store or whatever, and I seen the dryer balls. I'm like, should we get some more? Because we had like 2. I don't know where the hell they went. Like they just
do
gone.
get lost for sure.
And she was like, "No, let's not get them because they ain't really do shit." And I'm like, I thought they were doing this job like they weren't gonna stand out. Like it's not gonna make the clothes like seem
Super
like brand
soft.
new.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to take away like some of the like what is it,
The light
static
and the static.
Yeah, stuff like that. She's like, well, it's not doing nothing. I'm like,
That's what
you should have just got that shit,
Did you
man.
find your favorite scent? Just one drop of an essential oil on that muff.
Yeah,
it's enough, bro. I'm telling you, game changer.
Bet.
We just incorporated this thing in our house this last month. 20 minutes a day. Do something around the house for 20 minutes a day. And then you never have to clean your house because you just did something for 20 minutes every single day. So it's like, doing a load of laundry is 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and clean this stove. That's another 10 minutes. Like 20 minutes a day is a lot of time to get some shit done. Because we had got to the point at one point where like we had so much laundry, bro.
Hey, that's like our Achilles heel in our house, bro.
Yeah.
And nobody was folding.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
bro, we have
bet.
2 bins of laundry right now that they're clean, they're fine.
And you got in unit too.
Yeah.
So it's really just personal laziness. That's what we was
not
for.
like
personal laziness.
Elena is real bad at it because she'll wash them clothes and she'll leave it in there. I'm like, bro, don't do that because it get the mildew. She's like, just wash it again. I'm like, you missing the point though.
Yeah, that's definitely missing the point.
But like, we definitely have a lot of times where we're like, we'll do laundry, we'll put it in the hamper like for us to fold, then it'll be like we'll fold it a couple days.
And you
later.
live out of the hamper.
Yeah.
I think
so y'all wash together?
Nah. I mean, sometimes if we're like all cleaning up the house, we'll wash together because like our clothes are just together from like I guess the bin or whatever.
That's how I fix that issue for myself.
What?
I wash my own shit.
Yeah.
So I can fold my own shit and I put my own shit away.
Yeah. I be joking.
Unless I'm really busy, my shit ain't finna be sitting around too long.
Yeah. We be joking around because like I'll be folding some laundry. I'll be like, man, this all your clothes. And it'll be or like other way around. She'll be like, man, this is all your clothes I'm folding.
Yeah, we try to make sure
I gotta
that
load the fold.
once the clothes come out the dryer, just fold them as they coming out the dryer. That way,
That should be easier said
That's
than
the
done.
easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
That's the most.
Nah, I don't do that shit. That's hard to do. Cause when I'm washing, I normally wash while I got shit going on, so it could just wash and dry. So like, yeah, it's hard to be doing that when I'm finna run out to EJ game as I'm putting the load in, or I'm coming here and I just put some shit in
Emails,
there.
you remember the days when we had to, I remember you specifically, like this was recent, you'd be like, man, I'm going to the laundromat today. You real life had to plan out your whole day off a laundry
That's
day.
why
But
I was
honestly,
going without having a
going to the
unit.
laundromat was more efficient.
Because first of all, the washers
are way bigger.
The dryers are more effective. And it's just,
No, there is no argument to being more efficient in your own house.
I'm just saying, I get laundry done in like an hour and a half. Where if I'm doing it
you
at
can do
home,
everyone all one of
Absolutely.
the loads.
But when you're doing it at home, you can take. So like when I put a load in, I could then do the dishes. I could then vacuum my front room.
Yeah, at the laundromat, you just sit at the laundry.
Yeah,
Right.
But I was just thinking more so like getting my clothes done. You get it done way faster.
Versus doing it load per load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you
That's
can only put so many colors in the washer anyway. So at the laundromat, I can go to the fucking big washer and put all the colors in
I
there.
think when
Absolutely.
I
It's
was
just the task of having, like he said, you have to map your day around it.
Yeah.
I'm putting that shit in the crib and I'm about to now vacuum, do the dishes.
Yeah.
As that's gone, I'm cleaning the bathroom now, and then now I'm done. Everything is done.
Yeah.
Also at the laundromat, they might mess up your clothes.
Who's they?
The machine.
Oh.
sometimes they be usually that's very rare. I feel like the machine mess up your clothes.
I've been using dry cleaner quite a bit lately.
On just like certain shit you don't want to wash.
Yeah, there's certain shit you
Yeah.
can't wash.
I
I don't
took-
even know
I
why
took
I
a
be playing
comforter
that
there.
game, man.
They do comforters. I saw a sign. I was like, I bet I'm gonna bring my comforter next time.
No,
I'm here.
that's
I'll be putting my comfort actually surprisingly fits in my washer.
Same, but it
Mine
never
too.
dries the
It
first
never
time.
dries.
No, it takes
never
it takes
dries.
a little bit of time to dry.
It never
It takes like
dries.
2 or 3 times.
It
Yeah.
never dries.
But with the clean, the what was it? It was like $8 for
Yeah.
just the comforter. So I'll pay the $8 to not have to worry about it and
Yeah.
have them do it and
it never
smell
dries. I
good.
want what he got. They come and pick it up. That's what it's at.
Oh yeah, that sounds nice.
That does sound nice. But you know, Mike in a different tax bracket than the
That's
rest
how I
of
was
us.
on Paid in Full. That's how he found that cocaine. He picked it up and fell out the pocket. You never seen Paid in Full?
No.
It's
I
been,
know
so long since I've seen
you don't
it.
watch no black movies.
We said 6 years ago that was gonna be something we do with you, was just watch all the black movies, and we
Yeah,
ain't
he
done nothing.
included too. Mr. Oh, I've seen it, but I can't name one character.
like Mitch.
Yeah, Money Mitch.
I don't know.
He said that's one of the ones I do. know.
Have you seen Love and Basketball yet?
I saw Love and Basketball.
Well, did you see Love and Basketball yet?
Yeah.
Name a character.
I don't remember their names.
I kind of feel him with that. I saw Love and Basketball like 2 months ago, and I still can't remember anybody.
Y'all don't
It'd be hard.
Oh yeah, Quincy. Yep, Omar Epps.
I feel like I seen movies growing up, but then as an adult, I just never rewatched them. So like all that's like a lot of the memories just are gone.
I just know them by their real name. Like
Omar
Salah Lathan. I can't pronounce her name, but like every movie she's been in, I don't know a single one of her characters, but I know her.
I can feel that. I'll just be saying like if I ask somebody something about the movie or somebody asks me something about the movie and I can't remember shit, then I basically ain't even see it. Even if I seen it 20 years ago, if you don't remember nothing, then you basically didn't see it. Right? You asked me if I've ever seen Men in Black, and I don't know shit that ever happened. I don't know who played in it, don't know a scene. Then I didn't watch it. Even if I watched it 15 years ago, I basically didn't watch it. I could say, yeah, I watched it, but normally people ask that to have some type of conversation about the movie, and it's like, if you can't provide anything, then you better off just saying you never seen it.
Yeah, because like
fair point.
When we was at Disney, my girls asked me like, "What's your favorite Disney movies?" And some of them I was like, I know the premise, but like I don't remember the name of them.
Right.
So, like I'm kind of stuck.
The answer is Inside Out 2.
Huh?
Inside Out 2 is the answer, right?
No, my favorite one is probably Lion King.
He hasn't seen Inside Out 2.
You ever seen Inside Out 2?
Not 2.
He hasn't. You seen one?
I don't think I've actually no. I think I saw 2. I didn't see 1.
Okay, I'm in the same boat.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Right, I've seen 1 now, but when I saw 2, I hadn't seen.
I think Angie had it on in the living room.
What did I say? I've been to the movies.
A hit.
I went to the movies to see Captain America.
I ain't been to the movies in a while.
Did you see it twice?
I went to the movies within the last few. What did we go see? Because we went to the one in.
I just seen the movie commercial, and I was like, I want to go to the movies. I ain't been there in a while, and I can't remember the last thing.
The last movie I saw
I went
was
to go see Creed, the new Creed.
The Boy and the Heron. And the reason I remember that, because I'm at the movie theater by myself, because it's an anime movie, and Pascal Siakam got traded. And I had to think, do I want to finish watching this movie or go home and film my video? And that was, 2 years ago? I watched the movie.
Good choice.
No, it was a great movie.
I just know that this movie had, like, police involved. And, like...
22 Bridges.
Emergency? Because I went to go see that, too.
Emergency was that... Or was that...
What's Emergency?
They in the back of the ambulance.
Yeah. Was there emergency or ambulance?
Ambulance.
It was like a dude that was... He killed someone or something.
You named about like 70,000 movies right there.
I don't remember.
He killed someone. Hell no. That could be almost any movie.
I forgot.
I was on Reddit yesterday because I was looking for movies to just watch or whatever, and somebody had put a list of like 4 or 5 movies that like just random as hell, and somebody's like, "Do you actually recommend those movies or just like movies that people really haven't seen?" He said, "Well, a little bit of both, but luckily my job has me watch movies for like 4 hours a day or 5 hours a day. Like that's what his job is, just watching movies all day." I was like,
it's not a bad job. You know what your job is? To watch basketball 4 or 5 hours a day.
He refused to do it.
Hey, why'd you hop on last night? Me and Mike was running that comp together.
Angie told him don't even look at that game.
I don't even know. I should.
Because your tweet went a little viral.
Oh yeah, about me playing the thing.
No, not playing the thing. Playing with the thing is what you said, which is completely different than playing the thing, right?
Yeah.
You add that with in, it becomes a little dangerous.
Well, the people who understood it.
Yeah, I was one of those people that understood it, but still thought it was funny as shit. 'Cause that is hilarious without context. I can't wait to get home so I can play with the thing. It seems fun.
But I can't wait to see you on him. I was seeing a dude.
Is KB good with it?
Hey,
he was doing his thing.
He was doing his thing?
I don't know if you heard me yesterday. We were playing a game, and the other team had a thing on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, this thing sucks, because he was like 10 feet away from me, but I just seen him trying to hit that right click. Yeah. And I'm like, he just keeps spamming. I'm like, I'm not even near dude.
No, we played a couple games, Darrick, where like we had to block people, bro.
What happened? What they was doing?
So I think he was on Venom. He started off like 1-4. You know, in comp they had 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So when it gets to round 2, KB started off, he like, bro, please no Venom. And I tell him too, like, bro, just change, like do something else. He said, hell no. He's like, basically, get off my meat.
He said in the chat, get off my dick. So I'm like, bro.
Proceeded to play ass, too.
This was so bad, Darrick. So bad, bro. And I'm like, and
you know what's funny? I played on a team once where like our one of our Buckies was being bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was so some guy was like, "Can you get off Bucky? Can you play something else?" And dude was getting offended, and like he switched to Strange, and then he was doing okay at Strange, but he wasn't doing that good. And then we were winning. We were starting to really get some momentum. We went to overtime, and these two dudes, they are still arguing. I'm like, we fixed the problem,
right. Bro,
but y'all still arguing.
Once your team start arguing,
there's no coming back.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
But you missed it too, because so we had one round, right? This is like the first game we played. The first round where we went crazy. Yeah. I'm talking about like destroyed them.
And it was a domination. It was 100-0. We just.
So I started talking stuff in the chat. I'm like, bro, y'all got to stop that Iron Man. He frying y'all.
And I told Mike, you talking too early because you never know.
Yeah.
Kicked our ass for 2 rounds straight. Straight up fucked us up.
And so the second round, like I said, where we lost the second round like bad. Like the same thing we did to them in the first, they did to us the second. That must have had like our team overcompensate because he was like, man, what we gonna do? The dude that was running heels, he said, I want to play tank. Mm-hmm. He switched to a tank and probably had the worst round he could possibly have trying to do some
He
shit.
got blocked. He was that bad. And then he was in chat talking, why didn't you take the portal? He took the portal and died immediately. So why are we taking that same exact portal? He got blocked.
I like the feature that they have avoid his teammate.
Yeah, because I didn't block him. Because I would play against that dude because I would have bust his ass. But he'd never be on my team again.
Avoid his teammate.
The last thing we did, we played with a dude. His name was I Am Steve Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
And we was like, fuck. He about to insta-lock.
We played 2 games with him?
We played 2 games with him. He's about to insta-lock Captain America.
Yeah.
We won those 2 games, though. So I'm like, shout out to Steve Rogers, man. And he was a brother. He was in chat talking.
Oh, I didn't even hear him.
Yeah.
It's been a fun thing.
And then he got off, and I proceeded to win 3 games after that. I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can play my character.
We definitely had some of them games though where you get in, it's like, I have to run support because everybody's insta-locking a tank or DPS.
It do be crazy sometimes. You get in the game, the first round be so bad, and I don't know what it is, but your team just like, I guess everybody just lock in again, and then it's just like, it's a whole different game.
You ever think it'd be the maps?
Sometimes it be the maps, and sometimes it really takes one death to change everything. Because if you get the one death, and let's say it's a healer, now you're without one healer, and now one dude is trying to compensate, especially if it's like a Rocket. Rocket can't heal 4 people at the same time. And then after that, what people always do is stagger after that first fight. I love when the team is staggering against us. I hate when it's and I be spamming, fall back, group up, fall back.
I had told Mike that one time in his chat, I was like, you keep staggering.
It's the worst you could do in a game. It really is the worst you could do in a game.
Especially as a healer. Why are you leaving?
Yeah.
You should just be waiting for your
tanks. Why are you playing point by yourself? Why did you just waste your ult by yourself?
You're not talking about me specifically. Talking about
it was just, I think it was just that one game he was doing it.
We also right around the corner from MLB The Show. And I can't wait for MLB
I actually didn't battle last one. I did battle one before that.
Oh, I feel like he was okay.
This year you should lock back in.
I should lock back in?
I think so.
What's the difference maker?
A new game?
New game, yeah. I think they have.
It was really fun that when we were playing it together.
On some real stuff, they might have the best like ultimate team mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't got to spend no money if you don't really want to. Just got to be a grinder.
They care about it.
And it really is a skill gap too. Where like you can, in theory, if you're really good at placing PCI,
you can play with low.
You can play with low overall players and win games. You know.
Now them pitches be a little different because them stats.
I usually play that mode until the first 101 pitcher drop, and then I'm like, all right, I'm kind of out of here. Yeah. I'll play some franchise.
But I think that what's the game mode where you have the draft or whatever?
I think it's. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
But that's like one of the best game modes I feel like you can incorporate. It's not Showdown.
No, not Showdown.
BR.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's one of the best things because you can get so many good rewards
and you
without
get to
having
play
to
with
do
everybody.
anything.
Yeah. You get to see who you like. Whose stance you like, who got the big PCI that you need.
Quick games too, so you don't have to play a whole four-quarter game.
3 innings, right?
3 innings, yeah.
I like playing the quick matches too.
Yeah, you the only person I know that play quick match.
They be fun. I even like playing against y'all.
They did an overhaul.
I feel like that's the same as playing
franchise. I can't wait to
play that in 2K.
Play now and 2. Nobody really plays.
I don't play now in 2K now, but I'll do it in MLB. I don't know why it was fun. Sometimes you get your ass bust though.
That's why you got to get into the Diamond Dynasty though, because you can make your own team.
True. I don't know the players that well though.
That's how you learn the players.
Yeah. Okay, is that Raps?
That's Raps.
Austin.
I don't be noticing that he be leaving.
He be getting them bubble guts.
We appreciate y'all watching or listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. Shout out to everybody. The Enjoy Basketball drop. Unfortunately, it's sold out. So you don't even got to put the QR code. It's gone. It's gone. Everything is gone except for like 3 pair of socks. So if you want some socks, I guess pick that up.
Keep them feet warm.
Thank you to everybody that supported. Shout out to y'all for watching, subscribing, and liking. And we'll see y'all in a few days.